You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Home sweet home. Welcome back to me. I guess welcome back to everybody yesterday. So fun to listen to you guys yesterday on the show, Brent and Austen Show on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. 1 week and counting away from training camp. 2025 just got out of a meeting for that. That's kind of this time of year. And hope you enjoyed the ESPYs. I have no idea who won anything. All I know is Shane Gillis was the star of the show.
Yeah.
Whether you
Gillis.
like him or not.
Yeah, man. And I had this conversation with my friends because I watched the monologue and stuff, and then it's 3 hours. So I'm all set.
Josh
right?
Allen was there.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw it with his wife and everything.
Yeah.
She had a really cool dress on. Did you see the dress? With the eyes and the yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
I respect it. Yeah, but I'll say this about Shane Gillis. Every time he does things like that, hosts events, it's almost like he's shocked that he's doing it himself. Right, he's very humble.
He's that big.
Yeah, he's humble and he's like, I can't believe that I'm here. It's entertaining, right? Because it's almost like he's there by accident. So he kind of says whatever he wants to say because it's like, well, I shouldn't even be here. So let me just go ahead and say what I want to say.
And he does say whatever he wants to say.
I love it, man.
I mean, it's.
Do you think somebody got fired from ABC?
I don't think so.
Or are they kind of pushing that, kind of the more edgy narrative now?
I think everybody's talking about it.
True.
And I don't know if anybody. I haven't seen all the reaction. I was flying last night, so I saw some of it. But I don't know. I think you either like him or you don't. You either are okay with that stuff and understand the context that it's in, or you're not. I'm not really sure there's an in-between.
Yeah.
I think he might represent the way society is now. It's all or nothing.
That's a good point.
And maybe that's why he's so big, because the polarization is certainly there. Because I saw somebody on Twitter, and this will tell you, I think they said, it's okay to say, how did they phrase it? It's okay to judge somebody on whether they like Shane Gillis or not. And I was like, okay, well, what do they mean by that? What do they mean? Does that mean they I didn't know which way whether they like him or they don't like him. Kind of like what we've done with politics. Because some people in politics hey, if you vote for Trump, then I know all about you.
Of course.
I'm not.
That's the only question to. Yeah, exactly. That's the true personality test.
Yeah.
Who did you vote for? Yeah, we'll see you.
That's it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so, but I kind of got the same feel for Gillis, and I didn't really know which way they meant with it. I'm assuming they meant from that you can't laugh at that stuff.
Sure.
I think that's the way they meant, but I wasn't 100% sure.
So what I think Shane Gillis is, he's the course correction of woke comedy. Right, because if you know Shane Gillis' story, he was supposed to be on SNL, and then he had a podcast from back in the day that got brought back up, basically making fun of a certain subsection of people, and then that got him kicked off of SNL.
Yeah. Right.
So then eventually, time passes and everything, and then they bring him back as a host. I think they brought him back now a couple times.
I think
if I'm not mistaken, right?
It was a big deal. When
exactly. So he represents. I feel and to echo your point, he represents the new outlook of comedy, because there was a while in comedy where it's it's supposed to be everyone's up, everyone's can be got, but it's we got to be careful what we say, right? Because people are getting canceled and people are getting offended. Well, so then Shane Gillis came along and said, I really don't care what people think. I'm just going to offend everybody, and either you love it or hate it. It's a very old school approach of comedy. And now he's being celebrated for it, and now he's being championed for it. So, to me, he represents the course correction of what happened in comedy, and people either love it, and like you said, Brent, people either hate it. I think there's a lot of athletes last night, or not athletes, or people in the media that were in the crowd that didn't like it.
Yeah.
And
they don't like being poked fun at.
No.
I find it interesting that they go.
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering where they were going to go, where he was. I don't know what he ended up doing, but I saw a shot of Simone Biles.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, where's this going? Because this has been with Biles been interesting over the last couple years, but even recently on social media, I think she got into it with I can't even remember the story.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, so because he'll touch everything.
Yeah.
So and I don't know if he ever did, but I was just like, why do you even go to that?
Oh,
if
yeah.
you know you're going to be pissed off that they're going to roast you. Because
No, of
essentially
course. You
it's
know
a
it's
roast.
coming.
Like you have been invited to an award show that is a roast.
Yeah, I know it's coming. Like, listen, like, I mean, I've seen like Shane Gillis' stand-ups on Netflix, and it's fine. Like, I do like his comedy, but what I like about it and what I liked about last night is that everybody was, a target.
Nobody was off limits.
Nobody was off limits, and that's the way I feel like comedy should be, right? Like, I think he's representing. Hopefully, it's going back to the way that it was. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to talk about Patrick Mahomes, belly and everything, and get ridiculed by a million people. I don't want Brent's sexuality getting questioned because he mentioned he's got a big trunk, right? But that was kind of the topic on Instagram for a couple months. So hopefully Shane Gillis can usher in us to a new era where it's like, hey, Patrick Mahomes, all right, kind of got the dad bod a little bit. Ha, 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 let's laugh about it and move on with our lives.
Okay.
And that's okay.
You guys are way better at this than me. I don't know about Hamby, actually. But who is it? Nikki Glazer? Nikki Glazer? Is that
Okay. I mean, she's a comedian.
Yeah.
But
I feel like she's done similar things.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
she
with the
hosted
roast.
whole Brady roast and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But I feel like I see her at a lot of places, and she kind of goes no holds barred, too.
Okay. Yeah.
I think, at least from what I've seen, I was like, wow, she said that. Now, and she does it. So I think we're seeing two comedians kind of say, screw the cancel culture or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of, and that's kind of a fascinating watch. And I do think most people kind of like it. It's a little bit of refreshing, but I don't know that. I have no idea. I don't know if people are. I don't understand how you can be super offended by comedy.
I know.
Like, I don't really fully understand that. Like, you get the context that it's in, but I got to believe there are people that are plenty offended last night.
Like, listen, I should have
I didn't say it.
Yeah, exactly. I should have screenshotted Ryan Clark's face over the, I think it was the Sanders thing with like the OJ stuff or whatever. Oh, dude, they panned to Ryan Clark. Shout out to the ESPN camera crew or the ABC camera crew, whatever it is, because Ryan Clark, like, dude, he looked like he was ready to go on a rant last night after the Sanders joke. Yeah. It was,
by the way,
crazy.
Biles did win 2 awards.
Okay.
The one about where he dropped a random name and they banned to a black woman and they said,
the WNBA.
WNBA.
Oh, that was tremendous.
that was good. That was insane. Yeah, it's funny.
Nobody
It's like my buddy's wife.
Yeah, she's my buddy's
They
wife.
said it all.
And everyone's clapping. Like that's see, to me that's true comedy, right?
4-time
Like
WNBA All-Star.
you can try to prove a point, but you also get like the entire crowd involved because what? It's instant. Oh, what we got I forgot what the name was, but 4-time NBA All-Star
or something.
Yeah, 4-time WNBA All-Star in the crowd. Everyone's like, oh yeah, cool. Name doesn't even exist.
That was good.
Doesn't even play. That was fantastic.
That was good. Like that's some pretty good stuff. I have no idea who won the awards.
Well, the big controversial one is Caitlin Clark won Player of the Year.
Oh, she won Female Player of the Year?
WNBA Player of the Year.
Oh, WNBA Player.
Yeah.
Well, so who do they think?
I think Asia Wilson because she had a bunch of records and
Asia
everything.
Wilson was
Yeah.
very good. So Clark continues to get Clark is
that's by design, though, isn't it?
I think
That they gave her the award.
Probably.
Has to be.
Probably. Like the Caitlin Clark thing, if you would have nobody saw this coming a year ago, right? Like this was been a year. Yeah, so a year and change when she's at Iowa, and it's a great story. It's a cool story. It's like, look at this, great women's basketball player. Look what she's doing. She's elevating the game. I thought this would go away at some point. It just keeps popping back up. Yeah. And I don't know if it's just because it's this time of year. That's the other thing we always say. Like by September, everybody's talking fantasy football. They've drafted their teams, and I'm not sure they're talking about Caitlin Clark. But the staying power of the Caitlin Clark back and forth is unbelievable, really.
And it's still the Angel Reese stuff though too, Brent, because they put her on like the NBA 2K whatever 26 cover and everything. So like that's, I don't know, man. It's just, to me, the WNBA, ESPN, who's ever covering women's basketball, they're almost treating it now like sports entertainment.
It's like the WNBA.
They really are. They're treating it like sports entertainment. And I feel like they're just trying to rile people up, whether it's the cover for Angel Reese, whether it's this award for Caitlin Clark. And that's fine. Like, if you want to rile people up, because you know what? Riling people up means more people are going to watch, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure what the numbers say. Yeah. I don't know what it looks like, but And at the same time, like I don't appreciate sometimes, and this is on both sides, right? Because I don't want Shaq to come after me. You see Shaq threatening to punch Robert Griffin III in the face over Angel. Yeah. Don't want to get punched in the face by Shaq or anything, but like I think it's on both sides where I feel like sometimes these girls are being used a little bit to sell the narrative and to try to, get more tickets.
I do think I agree with that in a sense. Like I don't know how calculated it is, but I do feel like this is a constant push of, or the other thing is there's just more eyeballs on it. There's more cameras at the games. There's more things to catch. There's more people in the stands with iPhones, which means there's also more people commentating if you like her, if you don't like her. So that's just natural, I guess, marketing and really in this day and age, just taking a story and making it 10 times bigger than it really is. But you said something I think that's pretty interesting. That did not have on the show topic today.
Yeah, that's the way it usually goes, Brent, right?
I like that, especially after a couple of weeks off. I mean, we got plenty going around upstairs. But the sports entertainment part of this, the reason why that now captures my attention is we've got people in Jacksonville saying that. We've had James Gladstone, when they drafted Travis Hunter, saying that. Once again, when I sat down with Tony Baselli, we just played the Storytellers of the 904 episode on Monday. He said that again in that. Like, that is a thing that's being discussed, like here in Jacksonville. Hey, and I think, by the way, that's not to diminish the wins. I think that's actually a salute to you, the fan. I think that's their way, at least here in Jacksonville, of keeping the fan in mind. Like, these people are paying their money to see a winner.
Sure.
And don't forget about that. I think that's a message, like, internally in the Jags building. Now, you take the other parts of this, maybe the WNBA. I don't know how much you guys talked about it yesterday in the MLB All-Star game, but obviously your guy in Milwaukee being part of the All-Star game.
Yep.
Like, I didn't have a major problem with it because you kind of know what it is. And that's sports entertainment today. Sports entertainment and sports is a giant mix. And sometimes we want the entertainment piece, and other times we want the, hey, this is sports, who's going to win piece.
Yep.
But there's no doubt that has morphed more than ever before from the fact that it's impacted people's wallets with betting, but also you want people talking about your sport. This is Barnum and Bailey at its best.
Without a doubt. And I think back in the past, even back when I played, right, it was more about, it was the wins and losses, obviously. And don't get it twisted. The wins and losses are still the top priority. But back when I played, your currency was more of like your resume. It was more of like, like what people had to say about you, your circle thing. Like, that was your currency. What type of dude this is? What does the resume say? What are his credentials? Things like that. With social media now and just the current landscape, we have shifted from the resume, and we have shifted now towards currency being retweets, currency being just random articles from a person in his mom's basement. Yeah. Like, that's the currency now. Is how much are people talking about you? It doesn't have to be talking about you in terms of your on-the-field performance, your on-the-court performance. It's just how many people are talking about you in terms of, well, how did she feel about the, Angel Reese getting the cover? Well, how does Angel Reese feel? Like, that's the currency now. And that's what we're dealing with. And guess what? In terms of currency and Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, they are intangibly rich because, well, guess what? That's all we're ever talking about. Like, think about a couple years ago. Were we even talking about the WNBA at all? Like, what was it on the radar?
No.
I couldn't tell you. And listen, with all due respect to those female athletes, but I couldn't tell you probably 5 players in the women's basketball 5 years ago. Well, now I know Caitlin Clark. Now I know Sophie Cunningham because Sophie Cunningham defended Caitlin Clark. Now I know Asia Wilson. Now I know Angel Reese. Like, that's what we're at now.
And now you know them from what they're walking into the stadium with, much like the NFL guys or NBA guys too, right?
Of course. So then when you see a guy like Travis Hunter, right? And we talked about this yesterday, Brent, obviously, and I had zero idea what was going on in terms of Kai Sent or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Hamby,
you didn't either?
Kai.
I feel better about this.
I know who he is. But I didn't really know how to access it, right? Like
Sanat.
Kai Cenat, yeah.
Big deal.
I had zero idea, right? But we're talking about, once again, we're talking about the currency. That's the currency now. That's the power of Travis Hunter, where he can go on this guy who has, whatever, 1 million subscribers. Don't even know what the guy does, but people are watching. People are tuning in. That's the currency now.
Well, and that's where the sports entertainment piece of this comes in with Travis Hunter. And I get it. And I think it's fine. And, listen, Shad Khan referenced this years ago when he bought the team and said this is going to be the hottest ticket in town. There's a reason why people were interested in the Tim Tebows of the world and other things. Like, you didn't want to present sports that way above winning. Now, the beauty of Travis Hunter is it looks like he's a fantastic player. He has to be a fantastic player. But the other parts of this is why I think it's a bigger piece of the pie in Jacksonville than most people want to consider. Almost everybody that has graded the offseason has kind of all the, I don't know about experts, but the bigger platforms and media outlets, they've really knocked the Jags. I've seen at least for picking Travis Hunter. They say Cleveland won because of the bounty that they got.
Yeah.
I still think here in Jacksonville, this makes so much sense. I think Cleveland lost. They needed some of this too.
Especially now in retrospect. I mean, come on, Brent.
The early returns.
Mason Graham's puking and you're the running back is in some trouble.
The early returns.
Yeah.
But
we got Travis Hunter going on Kai Cenat's stream.
Yeah.
We're winning.
Winning. But I think it's a bigger piece. I think the juice in the building that we've talked about is a bigger piece than you want to just throw out there and kind of brush aside. I think the entertainment piece, what he brings, people are talking. Well, whether you like the joke or not, Shane Gillis mentioned him last night, right? I mean, so he is a big deal. And I did the interview with him at Dick's Sporting Goods when he was doing the Hey Dude thing.
Yeah.
And I think I must have been away by this time, but he put something on his YouTube, and the screen grab is me and him in the.
Yep.
Oh,
and
nice.
my phone was like blowing up.
Nice.
He's like, "Hey, you're looking."
Brent's going to be on Kai Cenat's stream in no time, man.
I don't think so.
You see Brent dancing in the background? I can't wait.
I don't even know how many views it had, but anyway, that's like the impact of him.
That's what it is.
So
yeah.
again, that's the sports entertainment piece. What I think
had 129,000 views.
Well, there you go.
Dang.
See that? Thank you, Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll write him a note.
Brent, we were looking at Action News Jack? Or Action Sports?
Action Sports Jacks,
Yeah.
So,
I like it. Branding.
Branding. So I think two things. I was like, do you have to be careful of the sports entertainment part, or are people playing it right? It is. Now, you said it. Winning still matters the most. Winning is the ultimate sports entertainment piece. But is this the right thing that people are looking at their entities from a sports entertainment landscape in this day and age? Again, you don't have to be old to sound old on this topic.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's all about winning. Nah, it's really, there's more to it than that.
Yep. So, no, without a doubt. There is more to it than that, and it's crazy that we live in a landscape that we can say that. Here's the biggest thing, though, right? Because to me, this is the ultimate boomer bust type of situation. You brought a guy in Travis Hunter now who has gotten you new eyeballs, right? You brought a guy in Travis Hunter now who has obviously put Jacksonville on the map. Sometimes it's a leading story on ESPN. Like, how many times has that been set aside from things that are bad, right? Like if a player's got a discrepancy or something, more bad optics in Jacksonville. That's gone now. Like, Jacksonville kind of feels like a cool spot, and that's ushered in by Travis Hunter. Now the biggest thing, and once again, this is the boomer bust. You got to perform on the field.
Got it.
Right? Because if you don't, right? And once again, I'm not knock on wood and everything like that. But like, if for whatever reason it doesn't go how it's supposed to, well, it can be a car wreck.
But in that sense, don't the Jags have really nothing to lose?
No, I mean, yeah, there's really nothing to lose.
I mean, it's been kind of a car wreck.
It has been a car wreck, right? In terms of bad optics and everything, absolutely. But also at the same time, where if it does go bad for whatever reason, I don't think it's going to go bad. Let's be honest here. But worst case scenario, where it does go bad, then yeah, then I guess you go back to the way that it was, and so be it.
Yeah.
But like, that's
certainly seems like I'm a big attraction. Got the most views out of these two other ones next to him.
Yeah, dude's got some. I mean, doing fishing, and Brent, you're being out fishing.
Yeah. So there we go.
Fanatics Fest.
He did a rating a local food in Jacksonville video a couple of days ago, and it's already got 175,000.
Yeah, I bet that would do pretty well. Yeah.
All my travel ball kids were talking about it.
Oh, really? That's the thing, man. They're all talking about. It's funny. I was up with my nephew and niece and stuff, and the thing that they're not talking about Travis Hunter necessarily. But I think I found it interesting to hear what the kids are talking about in this same kind of respect. They're talking about like Coastal Carolina. Like the school that, because he's like freshman in high school, sophomore in high school, going to be a sophomore. And like the cool thing to go college-wise is like Coastal Carolina. Let's think about what they've done in baseball, right? And even their football has changed and everything else. But it's just so it's interesting to see what is the cool thing. And you just said, I think the Jags have an opportunity to be the cool thing because if it does work, well, now Trevor gets the full-blown Trevor treatment. Which could be really good. We knew that coming in. And the Jags do have other people like Brian Thomas Jr. or Josh Hines-Allen or Trayvon Walker that could also make their stock go from here to there. Like Josh Hines-Allen going to the ESPYs was very calculated. He's trying to get on the national map more. He's a player that is one of the better players on the defensive side of the ball in the NFL. He's trying to get the brand out there more so people have him, in their conscience. And so I think this was a very calculated. This wasn't just, hey, let's go try the ESPYs. No, I think this was like, you got to get on the red carpet. Right? Yeah. That's part of it. Again, that's the sports entertainment part of this. That's why they end up going to events like this. I guess that's why I'm answering my own question. Is it worth the risk of getting roasted? Sure. It probably is.
Well, and listen, and obviously Josh Hines-Allen, one of the biggest names, on this Jaguars team. And you mentioned Brian Thomas Jr. And I get it. Like, dude, I respect the personality, right? Because, like, to me, and with all due respect to Travis Hunter, I can relate more to Brian Thomas Jr. than I can with Travis Hunter, right? Like, he seems a little more laid back. He seems a little more just, quiet and just goes about his work. I like both personalities. I think both personalities are great for a football locker room. Are you surprised, though, that I feel like Brian Thomas Jr. isn't really getting a lot of shine? Because, like, with Josh Hines-Allen, okay, I can get it. Like, you play defensive end on probably one of the worst defenses last year. Okay, so that makes a little sense. With Brian Thomas Jr., you're a wide receiver at the ultimate fantasy position. And guess what? And I should know firsthand because I won a championship because of it. You were the fantasy darling last year. Like, you won a lot of people some money because they took a chance on you. And I'm just kind of surprised how, like, I always see Malik Neighbors. Where's the Brian Thomas Jr. love?
Yeah, I disagree with you a little bit here.
Okay.
I think he actually has had a lot of love. Now, that's in more print or on TV. Like, that's the love I'm seeing. I think anytime you see an article written or a fantasy, keep your eye on, or anybody else, I do feel like Brian Thomas Jr. has been mentioned quite a bit this offseason. I think people are buying right now on Brian Thomas Jr.
It's a beautiful segue, Brent, because I just came across this literally 5 minutes. We're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants here. But ESPN actually put out, we talked about yesterday, the top 10 quarterbacks.
10, yeah.
You seen the top 10 wide receivers?
Well, I think that one got some attention. I never clicked on it. I saw the corners, which will be a topic in a moment or two.
Yeah.
Was he not? He's not probably on the top 10, or is he?
Do you think he's in the top 10?
I would say no. I think there are so many receivers.
Is Brian Thomas Jr. the top 10?
Did this one do an honorable mention?
They did.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you saw
he'll be in there then.
Yeah, so he's in
the corner one had like 29 guys listed.
Correct.
And so if they had the same amount of guys eventually, he's not in the top 10.
So I was thinking quarterback yesterday, the one we did had the top 10 and then 2 honorable mention.
Correct.
You can't name everybody.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But I would say if there's a limited amount of honorable mention, he'd still be in.
And okay, well, yeah, I mean, there's obviously a limited amount.
I bet he's in the top 20 is my point.
Yeah, no, come on, Brent. He's got to be in the top 20. Brian Thomas Jr.? Finished top 5 in receipt. Yes.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. I don't think he's going to be in the top 10.
Okay, but
what do they want me to guess?
Sure. If you guys want to play the game, who? This is once again
Justin Jefferson.
Hang on. Following the exercise from yesterday, for people that don't know, this is a list compiled by NFL executives, scouts, and I think there was one more criteria. And the assistant coaches in terms of who the top wide receivers are. Who's number 1?
Jamar Chase.
Justin Jefferson.
Jamar Chase is number 1.
Really?
Yep. Last year, he was number 3. Dose, who's number 2.
You're going to tell me it's Justin Jefferson now?
This is the game. Hamby, who you got?
I
feel like Hamby's cheating. He's Googling this book.
No. Okay. I want to say they said CeeDee Lamb.
Okay. Justin Jefferson's number 2.
Okay.
CeeDee Lamb 3?
No.
A.J. Brown?
No.
Oh, Tyreek Hill.
There you go. Number 3.
Still, even after last year.
4 is Lamb.
Okay.
5 is A.J. Brown.
Okay.
Number 6, top wide receivers in the NFL. I feel like this guy's probably the most slept on one usually, but it makes sense.
Nico Collins.
No, but that's not a bad guess.
Slept on is what.
I
think.
What's his name? Metcalf?
No. Mm-mm.
I don't think he's there, but I thought maybe.
By the way,
would it be Neighbors?
no. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I was gonna. I don't think he's really slept on. Allen Robinson called this wide receiver and another wide receiver the best duo in the NFL. By the way,
I saw that.
Which he got a lot of.
Yeah, he got a lot of flack.
He got a lot of flack on this one.
Shoot, I saw that.
This is his top wide receiver duo.
Amon-Ra.
Nailed it. Yep.
Same
Number
Ra?
6.
Yeah.
Yep. 7 then is Neighbors.
8. Puka.
It's Nico Collins. You mentioned him.
Oh, yep.
And then 9 and 10 are a little surprising to me. I mean, not 9, but 10 is surprising.
I'm surprised Puka's not.
Debo.
No.
Ayuk.
Mm-mm.
Neither one of them.
Jerry Jeudy.
No, so 9 is pretty obvious if you think about it. 10 is the surprise to me.
McLaurin.
Good guess, but no.
Golly, come on, guys.
And then here's the wild thing. So last year he was ranked number 8, and this year a couple people had him unranked, which I find is surprising.
T. Higgins.
No, because this guy is the epitome of consistency.
Consistency. Almost went Diggs.
He is literally the epitome of consistency. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer because he is consistent.
Evans.
There we go, man. Nicely done.
That's good.
And then
wait, what? Devontae Adams not on the list?
not in the top 10.
Wow.
And then last but not least, at number 10, funny you brought Devontae Adams up because this guy's tied to him a little bit, or he was.
Who's in Green Bay? Who's their receiver?
Green Bay.
Definitely don't go Green Bay. Definitely don't go Green Bay. I can't even name one Green Bay wide receiver. Yeah, Christian Watson, but where was Devontae Adams also? Where else did Devontae Adams play?
The Raiders.
And the Jets.
There we go.
Oh, Garrett Wilson. Wow.
Number 10. And then honorable mention, you have Scary Terry. You got Puka, Brian Thomas Jr. then. Here's what they say about him. He'll be on the list by next year. He can do it all. He took the league by storm last year. He's got size and can win in all areas of the field. There's not one thing you can't do with him. He can play outside or in the slot and dominate. How that doesn't get you a top 10 nomination, I have no idea, but here we are.
But you got really good players in that next wave.
How is Neighbors
McLaurin and
7, man?
See, this is what I'm saying, Hamby.
What in the world? The guy's, he got outdone by multiple rookies last year. Ladd was better than him last year.
The only argument that I'll make in Neighbors' defense as opposed to Brian Thomas Jr. going into this season, Hamby, is they're going to need Neighbors to catch like 100 receptions this year. Right? Like with Brian Thomas Jr., we can look at, okay, we got an offense where you're going to have a little bit of Travis Hunter, hopefully a little sprinkle out Brenton, Strange or whatever. We can run the football with ETN and Tank Bigsby and company. Like, I feel like Neighbors is going to have to be the guy in New York, and that's why he's kind of getting all the love.
Yeah, this will lead into a Daniel Griffiths article that's on ActionSportsJacks.com about slow starts, and he had an interesting breakdown of Brian Thomas Jr.'s numbers in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, so we'll get into that a little bit later. I'm not surprised by this. I think it's a debatable thing. I think it's certainly arguable. I think you can debate a McLaurin and probably some other guys too, and it changes year to year by statistics, but it's also a very deep position. Sure. In the end, I think it's the hardest one maybe to crack in the top 10 because there are so many good receivers. Like T. Higgins is not in that. He just got a mega contract. True. Like guys are getting paid. I mean, Stephon Diggs last year, obviously because of the injury, but prior to that, you would have put him in there, I would think, or right around there. I mean, there are guys that you can really put in there, and Brian Thomas Jr. is certainly fitting. Let me two things because I'll forget the one. Well, let's piggyback this. Maybe we'll save this part, but think about it. Who has the most to gain, national respect-wise, from Travis Hunter being here and the attention and the eyeballs? Because I don't know if it's an obvious answer. I mean, I think there's a couple of, right? I mean, is it Brian Thomas Jr.? Because you're going to everybody's now going to watch how good he is when he puts the numbers up. Is it Trevor Lawrence? Does he have the most to gain? Is it somebody else? Because now you're watching the Jags games and you see him on defense too. Right? So there are a handful of guys that could really elevate their stardom, I think, across the National Football League in a Jags uniform. There are not 10 guys, but there are a few guys that could really do this. And so I mean, we can do it right now. I mean, who is it Trevor or is it Brian?
Who's going to benefit more?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm talking from a stardom, not a numbers,
I
anything
know.
else, success. I'm talking who is going to get the star attraction because Hunter is bringing the eyeballs of the networks and the conversations and everything else.
So, okay, if you're asking me who's going to... Okay, so this can be praised a couple ways, right? So if you're going to say who's going to benefit most on the field, I say Trevor Lawrence, right? Just because someone's got to throw the football. But if you're asking me in terms of Travis Hunter and this organization, who's going to reap the most dividends because of Travis Hunter and who he is, I think it's Shad Khan. Because, and listen, I'm not trying to over-embellish this, over-exaggerate this. I look at like what Steph Curry did for Golden State, right? Like, Golden State was a basketball team that was irrelevant. Like,
absolutely.
Besides Anton Jameson, name me another Golden State Warrior before Steph Curry got.
They were the creamsicle Bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they really were.
And by the way, Brent, those uniforms. We got to talk about those later. Those are so good. But they're irrelevant.
The old creamsicle Bucks.
Yeah. But they were irrelevant. Yeah, they didn't matter. Steph Curry gets there, and now all of a sudden they're one of the richest franchises in all of sports. I'm not saying Travis Hunter is Steph Curry is going to change the game of how you can play wide receiver or how you can play cornerback, but I think he has those makings where it's like we may see something we haven't seen before, and that's what Steph Curry was.
It's a great answer.
So if you're asking me like who's going to benefit the most, well, dude, you want to talk about the money that can come in here that's going to be all eyes on the Jacksonville Jaguars? It's Shad Khan.
Let me answer that before you get to yours because I think that's a fascinating response because in my list in my head, my short list was Gladstone and Coen.
Sure.
So I was kind of leaning that way, but I was thinking, okay, this is probably more player related. The argument I would make against what you just said is probably I still don't know who the hell the owner is of the Golden State Warriors.
True.
Now they're banking, right? And they're making the money and their franchise is worth a lot.
He doesn't care if you know his name or not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, man.
I get it. But I'm
like he invested in Bitcoin.
From a stardom standpoint, I don't know him. Right, it's not like Shad's going to become Jerry Jones because they got Travis Hunter.
Sure,
but I totally respect the answer and get the point. I would also say this: I think it's a great comp, and I don't know the timing. I'd have to now go back and look it up. This could be a developed story.
Oh, it's gonna be an article.
It could be.
It's gonna be a new article. Brent Martineau special.
Well,
gotta find another severed head.
Severed head. Bring it on.
Well, think about how much we know Draymond Green.
Sure.
And Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
And Steve Kerr as a coach, how much their stock is elevated compared to what it was maybe 10 or 12 years ago. And I don't know, again, the timing of Kerr arriving versus Steph starting to do his thing versus Draymond Green being there. But just those three guys, if they're playing in Detroit or on the Clippers, we don't really. We know all about those dudes. Like, they might be Hall of Fame caliber guys, really because of what Steph brought to them.
Yeah.
And then Durant helped a little bit too, and then obviously you win. But I think that's a fascinating what if on Travis Hunter, and it does play right into this because the Jags already have guys in place that we thought might contribute to this.
Yeah.
I don't know if Golden State thought they had that in place with some of those guys.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about. Those dudes got elevated because of Curry. So I think it's a great comparison in that respect of that team, that franchise, the irrelevancy, the I don't know about no names, but the stardom went from here to here for some of those guys, and we learned about them. And there might be somebody on this football team that we don't even know about that could factor into that. The Draymond Green stuff, like who knew he was going to be this polarizing figure because of the way he plays? Maybe we got a guy like that. Maybe Jordan Lewis is that guy. Like I don't know. Maybe or Jarian Jones. Maybe he's a guy that benefits because he becomes a star as an outside corner, even more than a Tyson Campbell.
Yeah.
And it's the arrival and the eyeballs and the success.
Yep.
Obviously, you got to have the success. Where are you going with it, Hamby?
Yeah, as soon as you said the question, I thought Liam Coen. Because, I mean, that's a guy who's coming in his first time, I mean, being the face of a franchise as far as from a coaching aspect, and he has a player that allows him to be in his bag as much as he possibly could ever want to, right? And a lot of the new head coaches in this cycle, they are barred by their personnel. They can't do everything that they're dreaming up. as a coach everything that they wish they could because they just don't have the personnel to do it. I think the Jags, because of Travis Hunter pairing with BTJ, obviously will. And especially as a first-time head coach, the truth of the matter is the national opinion of Liam Coen is they only know his name because he said Duval wrong. He hasn't done anything in the NFL from that perspective. And now that he's got weapons where he can, this is the first time in a long time where we think, man, could Jacksonville be an air raid type of offense? Obviously, we know we want to run the football, but have that capability for the first time in a while, because obviously Marvin Jones Jr., Zay Jones, and Laviska Shenault, and those type, that's not the makings of, and we thought we might have it for a little bit with Calvin Ridley, but now you have two really young guys, one who's already proven that he's almost a top 10 receiver, pair him with the Heisman Trophy winner, and Coen has everything he could possibly want.
I think it's a good call. I mean, listen, he could become, if the Jags are good right off the rip, if he elevates Trevor Lawrence specifically, and then all these other things go into place, on the heels of what he just did with Tampa and Baker Mayfield, and on the heels of what he did even at Kentucky with the Will Levis and got his best football and got him drafted pretty early to the NFL, or helped him get drafted, he could become the hot shot guy. Right now, you'd say he's probably like the 27th or 28th best coach in the National Football League if you were ranking him. I mean, you have nothing to go on. But he could elevate his status, boom, like that, and become like in the ilk, I won't necessarily say it exactly, but like a Sean McVay. He could get there. Then the next question would be, can he do it more? Can he win big? All this stuff. You'd ask other questions. But immediately, you might ask those kind of things. So, yeah, I mean, Travis Hunter is that. I mean, sports entertainment can elevate these guys from a star standpoint, and he's the guy for that right now. Like, it's so much bigger than football with Hunter.
Yeah,
I think we're afraid to say that a lot because the football has to get right, to your point.
Correct, because you got to start winning, right? Like that's what this city, it's what this franchise has been longing for. But yeah, it is more than football with Travis Hunter, and I'm surprised, Brent, that you didn't kind of call me out, because I want to go back a couple years ago when Mike Tannenbaum.
I was going to say.
Okay, you're going to say.
I didn't want to throw you off.
No, you're good.
There's a different context.
I was waiting for it.
Tannenbaum did it. Yeah, I mean, Tannenbaum said it.
Hamby, in case you don't know, Mike Tannenbaum, this is back when Trevor got drafted,
this is
correct?
Trevor, 2021.
2021 said that the Jaguars could be like the next Golden State Warriors with Trevor Lawrence. And now, how ironic,
I thought it was a great quote.
Yeah.
Because,
and you know how I felt about it?
Well, because of I thought what you just brought to the table, we just talked about Golden State. There are similarities with the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise in terms of where it's been, and some of I think the other team that's really an example of swing and miss on this front, Minnesota Timberwolves. Not right now, but from like the last decade. There was about a decade ago where they had a bunch of top 5, top 7, top 10 picks, right? They had all these guys.
They lost KG, and then they just went to mediocrity for a long time.
They did, but they had all these young guys.
Sure.
They had this compilation of 5 or 6 years where you had Brian Thomas Jr., Trevor Lawrence, Josh Hines Allen, Travis Hunter. You had all this talent that people were excited about, and it just didn't do anything. But then you do have the Golden State example, which is like, maybe the one guy changes all that. Maybe Minnesota just never had the one guy to change all that. Sure. So I'm always pretty intrigued at finding the comps. I think the NBA offers one that does kind of fit and work, and one that kind of fits and doesn't work. So which way are the Jags going to go on this front? Tannenbaum, by the way, maybe this is the time to get right, because Tannenbaum predicted that in 2021. That's why he was talking. I did think it was a fascinating quote from him. And Austen did not. Not at all. No. I was not impressed. But Tannenbaum, if I'm not mistaken, he's not on the Travis Hunter train. He thought this was a bad move by the Jags, I'm pretty sure, if you look at it.
Okay.
He thought it was way too much to give up. He was in that boat. He was not like, oh, great move. Gotcha. So he's like, what are they doing? And maybe this time it works. And then we can marry the two together. Another thing, the second one, and we'll take a break because, hey, guess what? We're back. Took 40 minutes to get a break. Back just to finish up the sports entertainment thing, and you need 5 minutes to think about this anyway.
Okay.
Who started this? Like, who started where the sports entertainment, like Michael Jordan didn't start that to me. Michael Jordan was, no, we watch him play, we watch him win. That's why he's big. That's why the Bulls are big. Like, that's not a Jordan thing. Now, shoes and all that, and everybody's always had a semblance of that. I'm talking about, like, who, right now we would say Aaron Rodgers has kind of helped some of this. He didn't start it. But over the last couple of years, Aaron Rodgers has become he's a central figure on this topic, where I don't know how good he is anymore, but everybody's talking about him. And every time somebody talks about him, more people talk about him, and Pat McAfee does well, and ESPN does well, and, well, it's worth giving him a try. But we have no clue how good of a football player he is still coming into 2025 at this juncture. So who helped really spearhead this movement into the sports entertainment almost equals,
I like it,
hey, we got to win business. And sure, social media in the last 15 years probably played a role. Let's take a break. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Excited to be back at it. And we'll talk about those new unis. That's a cool little old school picture right there. Well done by the Tampa Bay Bucks. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jags Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament, but this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jax 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Oh, those are sweet too. I feel like the Chargers have had new uniforms like 400 times in the last 5 years.
I feel like it's kind of their thing. It's the uniforms, and it's like this, like the NFL schedule release. It's like the two top things where it's like
It's certainly not winning playoff games.
yeah, not so much of that.
They are good looking though.
Yeah,
I like all the combos. I mean, do you not like even the yellow to me, which isn't but it's okay. Like it fits.
Yeah. It's wild. We were talking about this during the break. How okay, so the one up front, like the what do you call it, like a navy blue? I guess you would say.
Yeah,
Like,
navy blue,
that's just LT to me.
Yeah. Okay, that's LT.
Oh, yeah,
call it
yeah.
whatever you want. Like I remember that even as a kid, like it's just okay. But now, like they bring it back, it's like, dude, it
pops.
That's fire. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's legit. It's crazy. I don't know. It's weird, like how our minds are like, okay, we're kind of over it, and then they bring it back. It's like, okay, yeah, this is actually a really cool jersey.
It's so funny when I see them because I grew up in Rhode Island. The University of Rhode Island colors are like the yellow and blue, and I never thought they were like cool. Now, if you did this with like the University of Rhode Island and they had the Ram logo,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
horns,
Yep.
because they were the Rams.
Yep.
Like, man, that'd be pretty sweet.
Which one, Brent? Out of this combination here, you know, if you're the equipment guy, which one you rocking with the most? Hamby, feel free to.
That's tough. You know, I really do. The
I
one
do
that
like
stands
the one
out
up
right
front.
now is the one in front
That's what
because
I'm
it's so
saying.
different. But
Yeah.
I think I like when they're all on the field. Is that Ladd right there, 15?
Yep.
I think I don't love him in this picture.
Come on, what is that? What is that supposed to mean?
No, seriously.
We're talking about the jerseys. Oh, if it was
You know
anybody
what?
else?
I just don't like the aesthetic of how he looks in it.
I don't
like.
like. I feel like this is me modeling. Like,
oh my gosh.
it is like he weighs 160 pounds, man.
Brent.
Like.
He's got the potential to be one of the best wide receivers
Brent,
next
the
year.
kicker is next to him. That guy weighs 150 pounds.
Yeah, and that's probably the worst combination. So they got him in the right spot. Like that's not a great combo right there for me.
unbelievable.
Who's zero on the Chargers? Did they bring like?
That's
where's-
not Derwin, is it?
that?
Oh, is that Derwin? That might be Derwin.
I mean, I can
He's
look
still
it up.
with them, isn't he?
Yeah,
That's
or
what
is
they
Derwin
Google.
3 though? Is he right in the front? Who's 3?
Is Harris 0?
Should I know the Chargers better than this?
I mean, come on, man.
Probably.
There's only so much we can remember.
My point here is if you put 0 in the Ladd unis, it would look awesome.
Derwin is 3. 0 is Dion Henley, linebacker.
Okay, but if you put Derwin or Dion in the Ladd uni, it would pop like crazy. Ladd doesn't pop. Ladd looks worse than the kicker.
Unbelievable.
Yep, let's go ahead and clip this part and let's see what it does on social media. Let's see what people got to say about Brent. Can't wait.
Seriously, he looks like the guy in the gym you saw this morning that's
a good
52
point. I mean-
and still trying to get after it.
Brent, he's a slot receiver. Leave him alone.
He looks jacked.
He does look a little jacked.
He
not
looks
gonna lie.
jacked at 155 pounds. Like I said, he's the 52-year-old
those
guy in
varicose
the
veins
gym this
popping.
morning that looks good. Still runs 3 miles a day, eats, like still trying to chase the 35-year-old next wife.
Every gym's got one of those for real.
Is any part of this about how Brent maybe was self-conscious about seeing himself in a Jacksonville Sharks uniform?
Okay.
I thought I
now
actually looked pretty good in that uniform.
Okay, so you look good, but Lad Conkey...
I look better than
it's
Lad.
crazy that Lad's getting mad after what he did last season. Brent, that's how you do him? That's crazy, man. To answer the question, though, like I agree with you. I think the one up front, the Navy, because it's so different.
Yeah. Really
I like
pops.
it. Yeah, it pops. Especially like a night game.
Is there anybody now that has bad uniforms outside of the Browns? I mean, it seems like everybody's doing pretty well with the uniform game. Is there anybody that you hate?
You're not wrong.
I think they all look slick. They all look modern. The tweaks, we're in the cycle of bring back the old days that now is cool, like for if you're 30, 40 years old even. And now with the modern look and that sleekness to it and the colors popping the way they do with HD, everything looks good. I always mention HD. They're popping for other reasons than HD now. That was like 20 years ago, but you get my point.
I got you. It's actually it's a good call. Like obviously, if they go with like the throwbacks every once in a while, like remember like the whole Steelers, like the jail one, but like those are just like those are one-off thing.
But like the Bills Reds look really good to me. The Bengals stuff has looked good.
Bengals looks good. Yeah,
like the Patriots stuff looks good.
It's fine. Yep.
I can't think of one that really I sit there and I'm like, oh, that's gross. Usually, like the Browns is a tough combo to make look good.
True.
Like they really could use a remake, but they're too traditional to not. Right?
What are you gonna do though? Yeah, like what do you mean a remake? What is that gonna look like?
I don't know.
You know, you're named the Browns.
I know it.
There's always so much you can do.
There's
with
almost something to it. Like you're named the Browns, so like you really put it like that's your uniform.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Can we get a little more creative than that?
Yeah. Well, they didn't really get creative with the team name either, Brent. They're not a really creative franchise. Did you see the draft?
I did.
Mason Graham and a running back? That's not that creative.
A quick shout out to everybody jumping in again. We appreciate everyone being back. We take a couple weeks off in July. It's kind of a slower time, but it's a good getaway time for us as well. And it fit this. Sometimes it's late June into early July, but I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. And now we're back at it. A lot of work being done even when we weren't on to get ready for the football season. Good to have everybody back at it. And by the way, after 2.5 weeks of renting a car, I got back in my Nimnik Buick GMC
Let's go.
Sierra 1500 today. Hamby knows all about all those vehicles over there at Nimnik Buick GMC, so a shout out to them as well. And you can get over their experience professional grade at Nimnik Buick GMC. Nobody but Nimnik, NimnikBuickGMC.com, or go visit the showroom at Phillips Highway like I do. Got 145,000 miles when I jump back in that. You know, when you haven't driven your car for a while, well, you did. You had your car. Mm-hmm. Speaking of, I wonder what you got now. Oh, you told us what you have. You have the new car.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah, so you're good.
Yeah, we're good.
But it's weird to get in it was weird kind of get in the truck there. I was like,
Yeah.
Because I've been driving a minivan for the last 2.5 weeks.
But at least I
don't mind the minivan, by the way.
At least you're still sitting up, though. You're still like sitting up a little bit.
Steph and I are huge fans of the minivan.
We got the
minivans
go hard,
we're like,
Brent.
oh, this is awesome.
Minivans are great, man. Like, they get a lot of hate, but
It was the first time I'd ever driven a car, too, with that's a hybrid.
Wait, the minivan was a hybrid?
Minivan was a hybrid.
Huh.
And, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't notice anything different. Like, it was good.
Well, did that sound like a hybrid? You know, like
yeah,
I'm saying,
it's
like,
so quiet, man. Holy cow. Like, you don't know it's on.
Yeah.
It is pretty amazing. You don't know it's on. Mm-hmm. But it was good to be back in the truck. And you can get in one of those at Nimnik Buick GMC. All right, let me finish up this thought. And I don't know if I have an answer. When we talk about the sports entertainment business, coming off the ESPYs yesterday, coming off the brand, everything that we just talked about for 45 minutes. If you missed it, go back and listen on the podcast or any time of day on demand. It will be up at 1:30. Who's the player? Who's the person? What's the group of people that spearheaded this era of we care about your brand, we care about what you look like coming into the stadium, we want to talk about everything on top of what you do on the court, what it is today, like everything we talked about, which is just the reality, whether you like it or not. Again, there will be some olds in here that won't like it. It's the reality of it. It's why the young man goes to the All-Star game after 5 starts. It's part of the business. People want to see him pitch.
So I have one person. I have one example of this person. Do you want me to go first with it?
Absolutely. Because
Okay.
I really don't know.
So,
I
have the perfect one, right? And you mentioned the olds. Brent, honestly, man, maybe I have like midlife crisis on my hands where sometimes I act a little younger than I am, but like, yeah, I'm a child at heart, right? But I understand in some things, I'm an old at heart. And when it comes to like the streaming stuff, when it comes to the Kai Cenat, and we talked about iShowSpeed yesterday, and there was Drusky, whatever, like, I don't understand it, okay? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't try to pretend that I understand it. Like, it's just not for me. I don't need to watch somebody sitting at their laptop computer, streaming, just hanging out. I got other things to do, okay? I have TV shows to watch. I have movies to see. I have video games to play. So with that being said, I look back at like growing up and everything, or just like examples of like, well, why did they do it like they did? Like, why did they show this when I really don't care? And the ultimate I don't care spectacular show that took place back in 2010, care to take a guess of what athlete I'm talking about here?
What sport? Can you give us a sport?
That would give it away.
Okay. I really don't know where you're going.
Tiger Woods?
No,
it wouldn't have been Tiger.
So I'm talking about.
I just heard
thought
I don't
about
care
him.
from Austin, and I just
I'm talking about the decision and LeBron James.
I thought about LeBron in this, but I didn't think about the decision necessarily.
Because the decision,
it was just a 15-year anniversary of it.
Yeah, because you didn't have like all he had to do was come out and say, "Hey, I'm going here, I'm going there," or a Woj could have dropped, say, "Rumors are LeBron James going here." But what did they do? They made it a giant spectacle, a giant interview over where he's going to play basketball. It wasn't if he's going to retire or not. It wasn't of like, some earth-shattering thing. It's, I'm going to play basketball here.
Yeah.
And they had endorsements, they had sponsors, and they hyped the crap out of it. That, to me, was the start of, hey, we can make some more money on LeBron James, set aside from just his playing abilities. We can make some more money off LeBron James based off of just his star power.
That's a really good one. I'll tell you why I think that's good and fits this so well, on top of the reasons you said. Because what I always said about that is I couldn't believe it was being criticized the way it was. Like, I get people might not like it, but I never understood why it was, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did. Like, it was so over the top with the criticism, and maybe that did usher in, whether it was a First Take kind of world we're living in or whatever's on ESPN, it definitely was right in the social media wheelhouse.
Of course.
Where people become judgy and self-righteous and all this stuff. But for the last 15 years, I've been saying the worst thing you can say about LeBron James is the decision. Sure. Where he raised $1 million for the Boys and Girls Club or something like that. That's the worst thing you got on LeBron James. But you're right. It was like off the court. We're questioning your branding. And LeBron has become very much attentive to that, right? As this evolution continues. He moved to L.A., we think, because of that. Like, that's why he wanted to go to the Lakers for his movie stuff. And then he starts the, what's it called? What was the show that he did?
Oh, not Undisputed.
Nah.
I know you're talking
from the barbershop or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he gets into some of the social issues. He does all those things that has now polarized him even more, that we used to ask our athletes, or some people ask the athletes to get involved in.
Correct.
He's willing to now do that. So I think he's a good example of not only a guy that maybe started it, but actually he's evolved with it.
Yeah.
Over the last 15 years.
But that moment in time, to me, an executive took a microscope and said, you know what, we can capitalize off an athlete based off of more than just what they do on the court.
Yeah.
And that's what streaming is, right? Like we follow Travis Hunter. Well, he's not, doing football on his streams, right? What is he doing? He's doing other things. He's talking about like people want to see behind the scenes of it. Like that's what ESPN did. They said, hey, let's go through this whole process of a guy trying to pick maybe a new team, or maybe he's going to stay. We'll see. Let's go through this process, this mental gymnastics. Let's make it an hour or 2 hours or whatever it was, and let's just televise it. And that, to me, is kind of like the forefront of what streaming became.
I feel like Hamby's going to try to find a baseball guy here, and I'm not sure it fits in the baseball world, but let's see where he's going. What do you think?
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going. I'm trying to pull up a picture. It's not going to work for me. But I'm going way back to Babe Ruth. And I'm going to do that because Babe Ruth was one of the first to have endorsement deals and he had a lot of them at a time where nobody else did. He was by far, obviously, the most popular player in baseball, transformed the game. And I don't know about you, but I can't name any other athlete who completely transformed the entire way the game is played over 100 years ago in any other sport. Mostly just because I wasn't alive and sports weren't even that big of a thing.
Nobody
Anyways,
was.
Right. But he had a ton of endorsement deals and was the first to have them. And I think
I don't know if I realized that.
They plastered his face on Baby Ruth candy bars, on cigarette posters, on food.
I mean,
all the stuff.
Look at movies, man. Like the Sandlot is based off of him. One of the best baseball movies of all time is based off of Babe Ruth.
Right. So they played into his persona, and I'm sure he made a lot of money on that.
I'm just trying to picture Babe Ruth nowadays, like with like a stream, like hey, what's up, everybody? It's Assault and the SWAT. It's the Babe here. Like
a cigar.
Yeah, cigar. You know,
some of those guys probably could have done well in today's day.
Sure. Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's just fascinating. I mean, again, we got on this because of the ESPYs and the sports entertainment part of this, and why Josh Hines Allen goes to the red carpet. Why? Because it's good branding. It's good. Like, it's important to these guys to be in the conscious of, and that's not a knock. I'm not knocking that at all. I think once you reach a certain level, you're viewed in two different buckets. One is this terrific player, and the other as a brand. Mm-hmm. I think. I mean, maybe there's other buckets. It might be community-wise and everything else. I think there are a lot of buckets to fill for every athlete, but those are the way you're perceived are probably those two buckets: your brand and your play. Mm-hmm. And you've guys like Mike Trout, who his brand is his play. I'm sorry, his perception is just all about the play.
Correct.
He has no brand on Mike Trout. I mean, it doesn't mean he just built a golf course with Tiger Woods. I mean, he's got plenty of money. There's plenty of brand if he wants it. He probably got endorsement deals to some degree, but he's not a brand. He's not in the consciousness of the sports fan in the United States.
Let me ask you this, Brent, with Mike Trout, because it's a classic example. I remember even when Nike tried to help him out because Nike came out with like the Trout shoes. You remember those? Like they were like literally just
my
like
kid has them.
They look ridiculous. Yeah, they're insane.
He had those.
Yeah, but even with that, it's like he didn't catch on. It feels like. Do you think if he embraced all of that, would it affected his performance? Like, do you think what? I mean, once again, I know injuries are a thing with Mike Trout, but like, do you think what made Mike Trout so great for so long is just the fact of all he cared about was baseball? And like that's all he was focused on?
Yeah, I do think there's some people that will probably have a hard time balancing that. Mm-hmm. I think he would have been fine. I think the injuries are the derailer for him. And let's say this about like Shohei Ohtani.
He kind of is the same way, I think.
Well, not really though.
He does
His
a lot of
marketing
the
people are
commercials.
way better. His marketing people are way better.
That doesn't mean he's better.
But he does. That's right. He's not necessarily out there. He's not out there like Travis Hunter's out there on the social media, right? He's not, but he is out there, and he's in all over the world
because he can't hide.
He can't hide.
He can't hide.
So, but I think marketing people could have done a better job in baseball for the Angels and probably his team for Mike Trout. Without Mike Trout having to do an interview every week or do social media, you can still stay off the stuff and still have a brand, is my point. I mean, it depends where you're at sometimes. You know, Derek Jeter has a big brand, but he was in New York, so fair enough. That's a little different. But I don't think you have to be Travis Hunter. I've got 1 million subscribers, although it certainly helps now. I mean, it certainly helps now. I mean, we're seeing the sport of golf, which, by the way, the Open Championship started today. The sport of golf has been buoyed by the influencer and the YouTube play. It's not, the ratings are better, by the way, on CBS and for the PGA Tour, but it's really been lifted by these influencers.
How do you feel about that? Because, I mean, you're the person to ask, because I could care less, obviously, and be whatever. But, like, I'm saying, but, like, I feel like a sport that's so based in tradition, right? Like, does that bother you that you have, like, these influencers now kind of taking over?
It doesn't bother me, no. Okay. I think
it's good for the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still fascinated by the fact that people Hamby's age are playing golf in droves. It just doesn't marry with what we've been told about this generation or even the previous generation that just wants to sit inside and play video games. Now, they do want to play video games, and my kid will play some video games, but he'll also watch the YouTube stuff a lot, but he'll also go play a lot of golf. And so will his buddies. And you don't have to be good. Like, our world, we're like, let's go play golf because maybe our dad did or somebody else did. Or you think you might be good at it. Today's kid, I never thought that if you were bad at it, you'd want to go do it for 4 hours. They do. They don't care if they're good at it. Yeah. Now, they try to get better at it like any of us. Mm-hmm. But it is it's one of the most amazing things to me is how much the 20 to 25-year-old kid, or maybe it's 15 to 25-year-old person, is playing golf. And it's all because of the YouTube influencer. Or not all. It was a little bit pandemic. It was YouTube influenced.
Mine was pandemic and Netflix.
And yeah,
watching Full Swing.
In Full Swing, it might be a combination of a bunch of things, but it's not Tiger Woods. Who would have ever guessed that? How are we going to replace Tiger Woods? Oh, we're going to replace it with Grant Horvath or whatever the hell his name is on YouTube that my kid watches all the time. And good. And these guys, like, that's the answer? Can you imagine buying into that like 8 years ago? That's the answer. That's why golf is booming right now, is because of, or it's part of the reason to the next generation. So, yeah, I don't look at that as like a bad thing. I think you got to embrace that stuff. You got to figure it out. Mm-hmm. That's the world. Like, we're trying to figure out Hamby's, that 15 to 25 age group. Like, what do they want? That's our industry's trying to figure that out right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and I just don't think we can rely on influencer because not everybody can be an influencer.
You know what they want, Brent? They want Dave Portnoy on big noon kickoff.
Well, there's that. Like, I listen. Do I look at that and I'm like, what the hell are we doing?
No.
And I'm like,
I see Pat McAfee on College Game Day. Like, what's the difference?
Well, I will say this. My first thought on that was like, okay, I get it. Yeah. I get what they're doing. Now, Portnoy is not for everybody. It's not for, like,
he ain't gonna be for Urban Meyer.
I don't watch the Portnoy stuff. Obviously, it's impossible not to see some of the Portnoy stuff, but I don't watch it. I think some people are very loyal to it. I think there's some politics in play somewhere in there, I think. But I don't even know. I just don't pay attention. I know he does like the pizza stuff, and that's how it really got hot, right? I actually
know.
What's that?
I don't know if he still does it.
Oh, does he not?
No, I think he still does the pizza
I think he does
stuff. Because honestly, once again, I don't chase it, but every once in a while it'll come up in like the algorithm. I think he still does the pizza reviews. Yeah,
I know him now for making just massive bets on games.
Okay,
like I don't follow it, but that's what I see on my feed.
I'll give you guys like I'm not. Are you a big Barstool fan? Are you a fan of Barstool?
I couldn't tell you really anything. I mean, I know Chaps, right? Chaps is there.
Yeah. We've had him before. Yeah.
But like I don't know a lot of it. No, I don't follow it, which is kind of crazy because I feel like that's up my wheelhouse. But I just never got into them.
I will sit there, by the way, I'll sometimes go through Twitter, which a lot of times, and I'll click on some, and some of it's funny. And I'll be like I don't even look who posted it, but I'll just like click on something and be like, hey, and I'll start laughing. Just sometimes Twitter will make you laugh, like some of the stuff out there. And then sometimes I'll land and I'll be like, oh, it's a Barstool thing. I'm like, because in my mind, I'm kind of like, I think Barstool's kind of stupid. In my mind, at my age, I'm like,
clip it.
I think kind of Barstool's stupid.
Go ahead and clip that.
But then I kind of catch myself. I'm like, wait a minute, you just laughed at something they posted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. But I'll give you an example as recent as yesterday. So we go Saratoga Racecourse, place that when I was in Albany, I covered all the time. We loved it. We loved going. It's a beautiful place, but it's horse racing. Hadn't been since 2007. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to get a shirt. And I didn't know this, but Barstool Saratoga, like they're connected with them. So they must do some horse racing stuff with them during some of the big races. And so when I went to look at like a hat or a shirt or something like that I was going to get, they had like Barstool stuff. Mm-hmm. And actually one of like the nicest I thought was a better, like a cool looking shirt. And it said Saratoga Barstool. And I'm like, I'm not buying that. Like, I'm not wearing that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not wearing Barstool stuff. So like I'm catching myself here, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, I'm not really like, I can't tell you everything about Barstool. I'm not locked into the Barstool scene, the whole stuff. But I'm laughing at some of the things that they produce and pushing out there. I respect it. But I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing it. I don't want to wear it. Well, my you or your buddy or whoever else probably doesn't mind wearing it. Mm-hmm. It's a cool thing to wear. So I think it's fascinating. So the Portnoy thing makes sense to me, but the first thing that I thought of is like, here's Fox trying to play catch up again because they should have got McAfee. Like, if they really wanted to, they just they reloaded their whole lineup again. They just fired everybody, I think, right? from whatever they were doing on FS1, like from Paul Pierce to Joy Taylor to
Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah, all those folks. They fired, so they're resetting their lineup. Like, well, why didn't you guys think of McAfee? You let ESPN go get McAfee. That's
a good point.
McAfee could have raised your brand.
Yeah.
Boom, like that. No, I don't know if he would have signed on for it. Who knows?
Yeah.
But now you're trying to play catch up with a big noon kickoff, which is always playing catch up to College game day, and you're going to get Portnoy. Is it going to work? We'll see. But I don't know if Portnoy, from a sports standpoint, college football standpoint, is bigger than McAfee. I think I'd rather watch McAfee.
No, you'd probably rather watch McAfee just because his face is everywhere now. I mean, dude's doing MLB All-Star games, probably at the NBA All-Star weekend. Like, he's everywhere.
I get he's oversaturated,
of
too. Of course,
but once again, and kind of bring it full circle what we talked about earlier on today, well, what is the currency? It's the likes, it's the retweets, it's the social media interaction. Dave Portnoy gets that, right? So, like, that's what Fox is bringing to the table. They're like, our ratings going to be okay? We'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But at least with Portnoy, like, we're going to get all the interaction on social media. We're going to get the people, watching this stream, and that's the currency. And it's wild though how we've got to this point, because I'm with you, Brent. Like, when it comes to Barstool, like, I got it. Like, I understood what they're trying to do, right? Like, they're almost like counter culture, right? Where back in the day, and Hamby, I said back in the day because you were born, but like you probably maybe not remember, but like everything was very cookie cutter, very clean, no rough around the edges types in terms of sports media, right? Like, it was just very professional.
Absolutely.
Put your suit and tie on, and you have to do things a certain way. And then Barstool comes on the scene as counterculture, and they're like, well, you know what? Sports shouldn't have to be like where you're all kind of uptight and professional. Like, you can literally sit in a bar and talk about sports. Like, that's what we're going to try to purvey, right? So then that was the counterculture, where it's like, okay, we're going to cover sports a different way. Yeah. More of kind of like that frat boy type of way.
Absolutely.
And
great
some people loved it, some people didn't, right? I'm not necessarily the biggest frat boy dude that there is, but like, I got what they're trying to do. Well, lo and behold,
it was bold, by the way.
Of course.
It's different.
But then what happens with counterculture? Eventually, counterculture becomes the norm. And that's what we're in now. Yeah. Like, we went from trying to be like uppity and try to do things a certain way, and then Barstool was kind of like the redheaded, like they're just like the guy that we don't really acknowledge, but they're doing their thing. And now Barstool's like at the forefront. It's like, we need Pat McAfee. We need to be rough around the edges. We need Dave Portnoy on Fox. Like, they try to be counterculture. Now they're the norm.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Listen, I mean, we could turn this into a whole media show.
Sure,
but it's kind of fascinating, the world we're living. I mean, we're living it. We got three different kind of generations right here on the show, and I'm the guy that grew up in the industry, and it's like a really so there's two ways to go.
Yeah,
you can kind of adapt with it and kind of morph it all. You can be the old guy and just be like, well, that's not the way we do it. Well, that's not going to work.
Hamby.
Right?
Old soul. Yep.
Or you can just try to copy and mimic. But see, I think those things that they've presented are very hard to copy and mimic. I don't think you can just you're not going to turn Brent from being the guy that used to wear the suit and tie into all of a sudden
Pat McAfee.
I'm not wearing the muscle shirt and
sleeveless. Can you imagine Brent in a sleeveless tee? Let's go, Brent.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
I had
for
the beard
brand
going for a long time actually on the trip, and I was like, I can't make this. I can't make it as long as I was.
You had a beard?
Well, I mean, I was growing it out. I was like, man, can I make it all the way until we get back, and this could be a totally different look.
Can we see some ocular proof, please?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it beard. For me, it was a beard. For you,
I know, but let me see what a little bit of a
we try. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it.
A beard?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Brent, I don't do anything.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Well, you don't have
how
to
How
anymore.
do you do it? You got to shave and everything.
Yeah, that thing
how do you
so
do
itchy.
it? Hamby, how do you do? Well, you're baby faced a little bit, but you got a mustache coming in, right? How do you guys do it with shaving every single morning?
Oh, I shave once a week. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. But anyway, I don't think that's why I always say McAfee. See, I don't know Portnoy as from a personality standpoint. I don't know how he's going to factor in here, other than I know he's a big name. He's going to try to get people watch.
More eyes,
and probably you should do something with pizza on Big Noon Kickoff if I was a producer, right? Yeah. Like probably that's why I know Portnoy. I think I also know from political, he'll get into that game, right? I don't think they'll touch that. That'll be interesting to see where they go.
They just go all in on that?
Like McAfee, I don't know him from a political standpoint at all. I just know his personality is pretty unique. And that's why he works. Because his personality, you don't find too many McAfees. And that's why people try to catch up. And you're not going to you can't duplicate that. You can't just find that. So it's going to be an interesting one to watch. I don't know if it's a good move or not. I do think it's a catch-up move by, like, you're a big college football fan. Do you watch Big Noon Kickoff? And by the way, I hope you do. It's on Fox. But
Never.
You never do?
I haven't seen it. I always watch College Game Day.
They're up against a big thing.
Yeah,
like, College Game Day is good.
It's established.
Now, College Game Day is going to lose Corso. And so you start to make some of these changes with that. Does that impact their viewership a little bit? We'll see. Do people get tired of McAfee eventually? Some people are already there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, but I think from an habitual standpoint, I think it's very hard to embrace the Big Noon Kickoff thing.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, I mean, it's like you got Urban. He's not likable.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I can't wait to go watch. I don't even know who the hell's on it. Is Leinart still on it?
I think Matt Leinert's on it.
That's all right.
Was Reggie Bush on it?
I think he was or is. Maybe he is. But yeah, like, it's not in our conscious.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe he brings, and it fits actually the brand, maybe Fox, because like we get this all the time too. It's like, oh, you work for Fox News. I'm like, no, we don't work for Fox News. We're a Fox affiliate. Like, you keep whatever but this might fit him because people know him from his political stuff and the Fox brand for their political stuff. So maybe there's a fit there that they're going after.
Yeah.
And there's an audience there to go after that gets people flipping over. I don't know. Hey, listen, you're in the South. That South bleeds a lot of red politically.
Mm-hmm. Brady Quinn.
Oh, Brady Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe there's something there. Maybe they're tapping into something. Maybe they'll see it go up. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, we'll see, right? But like, it's making me wonder now because even like with Herb Street now, like Herb Street has become like a polarizing figure. Like if you tell me like 10 years ago, Herb Street was like, he was like the golden dude, right? He was just like everyone respected him and everything, and just a solid all around great guy. And he still is, I think. But like now it's like, well, the stuff about everything that came out with Kurt Herb Street, and it's like some people like despise him now with like the college football rankings.
Oh,
and all that
stuff. Like, well, Herb Street's the brand stuff, the sports entertainment stuff that we have talked about for the last like hour has bled into this business.
Sure.
And Herb Street went from being a very good analyst to now being a brand.
Correct.
Where you either like the brand or you don't, but now you love it because of the dog. Like, I mean, that's all part of it. Like, it's... No, seriously.
I know, but the dog.
Like, part of his brand is the dog.
Man, I know, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, I know.
That was a thing for 2 years.
Yeah.
So, and maybe it still is.
Yeah.
But isn't that fascinating? That's where we've gone.
I mean, do we have to do our own counterculture now? And do we just do we go against the grain, Brent, and we start wearing suits again and we start sitting up straight and not be so relaxed? Hamby, you got a couple suits?
Yeah, but you're fully incapable.
I mean, I have. Hey, I was
good in a suit.
I was gonna wear one to the wedding.
No, I'm not talking about the suit. I'm talking about.
Oh, me being
100% professional.
Oh,
straight in there, right? Only off the script.
Oh, come on, man! Don't, I can act.
I'll give you one more example. As we got to get to a break. One more example of when I got into the business in '99. I graduated college, get into business in '99. Now I wasn't planning. Some people. We actually have this on with Hick and Storytellers coming up on Monday, and even some of the Welcome to Danville that we've done on TV over this summer. And like, there was somewhat of a conscious effort to go a little out of bounds to be different than like Sam Kavaris, who was in town, who's more just your profession, kind of just being straight-laced, anchor man kind of person, but when I got in, that was the whole Sports Center era, right? So when I'm getting in, it's the boom goes the dynamite guy a couple of years later. It's you've got a In Fuego with Dan Patrick. It's Chris Berman and all his sayings. Like, you almost had to have a shtick,
Scott. Yeah.
Right? You had to have a shtick. First of all, I wasn't going to have a shtick because I didn't think I was talented enough to just like act it out. I was just going to be a sports guy.
Yeah.
Right?
How like it is, man.
But I remember thinking of this consciously, like being just the old school sports guy is actually different now. I actually thought about that when I first got in. It's like just being the guy who just delivered sports was more on the unique side than it was the norm side. And again, it wasn't calculated that way. It just happened. I was like, okay, this might work. And I would actually, over time, especially in those early days, on occasion, I'd get an email or something like that, whatever it was. And it'd be like, there are two things I remember getting early on. It was like, nobody ever says you're good. It's just like they say, hey, I like your energy. And I like that you just give me the sports.
Yeah.
Like you'd get that. Now I'm assuming that was from like people that were 50 and older. But I do remember those comments and thinking of it at the time. So being like being normal, which is just normal for me, doing my job was actually to some a bit unique.
Wow.
Where you're not trying to get like this. And look what we're doing today. Like today it's all about, I don't think people care about their 3 minutes on TV. It's like, how many clicks did I get on here?
That's the currency, man.
And that's the currency, right? So it's just fascinating how it changes. I don't know how we fit into that.
No, me neither. I don't know how we've circumnavigated our entire email today of like topics, but hey, this is what the show is, man. I like it. This is great conversation. At least I'm in it.
Yeah, let's take a break, by the way, so we can get on track a little bit. We have a little Let's Go Fishing comes back, presented by Nidnick Buick GMC and Armor Guard Exteriors, gunner helmet. So we'll check in with the guys from a fishing standpoint. Big red snapper season. It's like here and gone. 2 days. And also we do want to talk a little bit about the corners in the NFL. Is it fair or unfair to Tyson Campbell that you can name 29 corners in the National Football League and not say his name? What does that mean? Is that a bad thing? Well, it could be a bad thing. Is it an actual thing? We'll talk about some of that. More to come until 1 o'clock here on the Brent and Austen Show. And by the way, we do have Storytellers of the 904 at 1 o'clock today. Our guest will be the recently retired Gene Fournette.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
It's fast-paced.
Hands off on first down, and there goes Edward Vander.
High fly.
Wide open receiver. It's caught.
Action-packed. Weekend fun. Fun for the entire family. It's the Jacksonville Sharks. I feel like anybody could play in this league. It's gonna be like backyard football, right?
Whoa! This ain't the Arena League, Brent. This is the indoor league, and they play defense here.
It's a lot safer to just watch the professionals play. And watching is a lot of fun. A party in the stands at the arena for kids and adults. And it's indoors. Get out of the heat for the summer and watch the Sharks shine inside. Jacksonville Sharks football, season number 15. It's the drive for 5, and it's still alive. Get your tickets at jacksharks.com.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Golly, for a second there, I saw the hand up without the phone, and I thought someone was flipping off DJ Lagway. SEC Media Days, you know, Hamby wants to be there right now.
Oh, of course. I can't believe you didn't send them.
Well, I mean,
I didn't even think.
I can't even get him there on the show.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
seriously.
Yeah, that's a great point. Can't on the show.
But
Sore spot.
I will say this: DJ Lagway feels like a star.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it. I haven't seen a ton of it. And who knows, the way he played, the electricity he played with last year, some of the easy throws that he makes, he looked like he has big play capability. I'm not sitting here telling you the Gators are going to be great because of Lagway. But the way he answers questions, the way his composure, I think even around that setting, he feels like a star to me. And, I mean, the Gators hope he's a star, Hamby. Mm-hmm. You know this. I mean, you're a little concerned that, I know the Gators haven't done much, right? I get it. Napier, Dogs are way ahead. They've got a tough schedule again. I'll get a thought on that in a minute. But from the outside, casual looking in at the Gators right now, I just feel like, they got something with that dude.
Yeah, no, they definitely do. I think he's an incredible player. It is interesting to start him in college football when you're not that big of a personality, because he is, he's not a huge personality. I mean, he answers all the questions, like a 35-year-old guy. I mean, Gunnar Stockton was getting called a 50-year-old financier or whatever because he looks like it. DJ Lagway doesn't, but he answers kind of in the same way, very professional-like. But on the field, absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to give the guy the Heisman Trophy. And with specifically, if I'm worried about it beating the Dogs, I think it's one of those situations where until they do, you're naive if you're not worried about the game, because especially when you're playing SEC game after SEC game, whether you guys like it or not, there are traps inevitable in there. But no, I think he's a top 10 quarterback in college football without a doubt, might be top 5. And it's just whether it's, all the arrows point that the shoulder's fully healthy. It's just, we'll see.
Hamby, let me ask you this, because to me, Lagway reminds me a little bit of Cam Ward of last year. Not in terms of playing ability or anything like that, but in terms of personality. Because throughout the entire season for the Hurricanes, I really didn't know who Cam Ward was. I knew him at the end because he sat out, the second half, and that was a big polarizing topic. But
Sure.
if you watched the interviews even now with him and the Titans, I I don't want to say he's boring because that's kind of more of an insult, but like he's very matter of fact. You know, like where you have your Carson Becks hanging out, with in Miami driving Lamborghinis and stuff. Like I never really got that vibe from Cam Ward. I think he just went about his business. Do you get the same vibe from, the now quarterback in Florida?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Carson Beck used to be that guy because he, even when he started his first year, whether he was behind the scenes, you could argue whether he was just putting that on in front of the camera, but he was the most professional of, and we haven't had a quarterback, in the SEC that I can remember in the last 2-3 years, that's the huge personality guy, or like the Johnny Manziel type.
Oh, yeah.
Or anything like that. We just haven't had.
Dart maybe a little bit, or no?
But Dart, there was...
he wasn't the big guy.
Right.
But.
You look at last year's class, with Ward, and I don't even think Caleb Williams was that. Caleb.
That's a good thought, actually.
We haven't had one of those guys.
Way more coach personality than quarterback.
100%. This year you got Arch Manning, you got Nussmeier, Lagway. Those are your kind of top guys. Other than freaking Castellanos, who's airing up the Crimson Tide already before their Week 1 matchup, before they get smashed by 40. We don't have anybody giving bulletin board material, calling out other teams a whole lot. So.
But I don't know if that exists in the country.
We don't get it a lot.
Like, who's the personality in the country in college football from a quarterback standpoint?
Good point.
I don't know. Because Arch Manning's made a lot of things that he's not. Like, he's made out to be
Sanders
huge,
was, honestly.
Of course,
Sanders last year.
That's a good point. Sanders probably was that guy.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like, I haven't really thought about it in that context. One other thought, we'll bring in Paul Dozier here for our Let's Go Fishing segment. He's going to like this with DJ Lagway and the college football stuff. I do laugh at, I know the SEC right now is talking about strength of schedule, and everybody's like, Florida has number 1 hardest schedule, and everybody else is like, are we really doing this? Like, we're going to do this? We have no idea who's good. Like, what are we doing? Florida State was 10th in the country last year and won 2 games.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, what are we doing? Did we not learn from that? Like, you guys are going to get sucked into this stupidity?
It's something to talk about, Brent. Come on.
The SEC, just because they're the SEC, doesn't automatically have the hardest schedule. It doesn't. You have no idea who is good. Freaking Vanderbilt dude's talking about, he might be the guy, right, Pavi? Yeah. He's talking about winning the national championship.
Let's go.
Well, that ain't happening.
Let's go.
But it's unbelievable. I just see this schedule stuff. I'm like, I get it. I know it's the time of year. But can we shift out of this? Like, we know what college sports is right now. You have no idea who's going to be good. Like, we don't think we know who's going to be good in the NFL. Like, we feel like we have an idea, but we don't know how good. Like, people say, how are the Jags going to be? It's like, well, I think this and this and this, but I don't know.
But from a general scope, you have a pretty good idea of what
you
teams are going to be good.
Have a path,
exactly.
Right?
Like Chiefs probably pretty good. Eagles probably pretty good.
Course,
we know this.
But I don't think that is true just because Alabama's been good for 5 years, or who. Texas A&M, an example of this, like in every sport. They were number 1 in baseball to start the year, and they didn't even, I don't think, make the tournament. It's hard not to make the tournament in baseball when you were the number 1 team in the country. So I don't know why we're doing this. I don't get it. Like, so stop telling me that the Gators have the hardest schedule. You have no idea if the Gators have the hardest schedule. Just because they're the names that you know. Should we assume that the SEC and the Big Ten and they're going to have the better teams? Absolutely. But how hard that schedule is, we have no idea.
But it's still a lot of that. So first of all, I agree in some aspects because, yes, especially now, there's so much turnover on these rosters. It's really hard. The ranking system, as you've pointed out, has been a joke for a long time. However,
but it's more of a joke than ever before.
I agree. But it's a lot of this why they are being said to have the hardest schedules. A lot about in college where you're playing, right? If you're at LSU, it's going to be a really tough game.
Fair.
and they have a first-round type quarterback and a returning coach that people believe in. Okay, if you're playing Texas, you're playing at A&M, you're playing Georgia, you're playing at Ole Miss, you're playing Tennessee. Like, I get, we don't know if those teams are going to be 9-3, like they could, very easily be, or they're going to be at the top of the conference. But you're still playing at Ole Miss. You're playing neutral against Georgia. Obviously, you're playing at A&M, at Miami, at LSU, and that doesn't even include Texas at home. Like, a lot of college football, at least, is the environment.
I get it. That's a good point. I think that's a fair point. But, I mean, the wild card is Texas Tech. Texas Tech.
All that they invested.
Who knows?
Right.
That's the nature of it today. So I get a little, can we at least, stop doing some of the things that we did 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago with college football? It ain't the same game, people.
Without a doubt.
It's just not. And, I mean, we know it's not. So let's stop trying to make it the same. This is not, preseason polling should absolutely stop. It should just stop.
But it's fun to go back and forth. But that's what people
fun
live
for me to get mad about. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why they do it.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's segments like this right here.
Yeah. Do we have Paul on?
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's get to Paul Dozier, our Let's Go Fishing segment presented by Nimnik Buick GMC and Armor Guard Exteriors Gutter Helmet. I think he's in the comfort of his home. I thought you were at some tackle show or something like that.
Yeah, we were down in Orlando at the ICAST tackle show, and we just got up this morning. We got all our work done yesterday and got up this morning and came on back. So I couldn't have made it to the studio. I literally just walked in here about 5 minutes ago.
No, we don't want you to do that. Good to have you back, by the way. Thanks for accommodating our couple of weeks. And I know you've been on the road a little bit, from the Bahamas to now the tackle show. And, we missed talking about the red snapper season, didn't we?
Yeah, big 2-day snapper season. It was good. I didn't go, but my son Bradley went. My good friend Mike Bell was nice enough to take Bradley out last Saturday, and they had a great trip. Caught several nice red snappers. So I think all in all, it was a good short snapper season, which is we've talked about it before, is the most ridiculous thing that there is. But it creates a buzz for 2 days, and it's amazing some of the boats I saw going and coming from the boat ramps that have no business being out snapper fishing, but they create this craze and this crazy, environment where you feel like you have to go because that's your only chance you got in the whole year.
Yeah.
So people are doing things, and so eventually they're gonna probably get somebody killed out there, trying to push their limits on a marginal day just to catch one red snapper. So hopefully not, but
Paul, can you take us through this tackle show and what exactly? 'Cause I mean, I'm picturing like a Steve Jobs type coming out there saying, "We got these, this new technology and lures." Like, is that what it is? Is there like new technology out there? Like, what are people excited about when it comes to the world of tackle?
Well, there's certainly some of that. This is where it's called ICAST, and it's where all the tackle manufacturers come and they sell to, or they're trying to book their business for the year. So like Shimano reels introduced a couple of new reels. This is like where if you're going to bring out new stuff for 2026, this is where you debut it. And there's media there, and there's it's a lot of quote unquote professional fishermen, a lot of influencers that think YouTubers, and they're running around. I kind of make fun of them. They have these jerseys, and we call them bowling shirts. They're running around in their bowling shirts, and but basically we go there, Austin, to all our sponsors are there. A lot of our sponsors are there for our tournaments, and we go there just to not to sell sponsorship. They're there to do business, and they're there but just to see them and thank them, and maybe have a drink with them in the evenings or a dinner. And we're not there to. I'm not actively pursuing sponsors there, but if one falls in our lap, which it has in the past, but it's just good to be there. It's good to be around those people, let them know we appreciate them, and offer any support, that we can. And just a lot of times we just get a commitment for next year while we're there. So
Nice.
which we got several of those. So yeah, it was good for us. But that's where everybody debuts their new stuff for 2026 at ICAST.
All right, Paul, then to take us behind the scenes real quick. You don't have to say who it's from, but what was the coolest thing that you saw there? Or was it nothing?
Oh, man. Gosh. I saw a lure, a soft body lure, which is like I don't know, it had a stinger hook in it. And basically, a lot of times you throw these soft plastics, right? And if a fish short bites, it'll bite the tail off the lure. Well, this thing had a hook in the tail. So I've seen that before, but the lure was all bound up. It caused it to bound up where it didn't have a good presentation.
Okay.
Well, this lure had the natural presentation, so it's gonna make it better for the fishermen. They're gonna miss fewer fish because there's 2 hooks in the lure instead of 1.
Hard to use AI in fishing, or do they make it happen?
Oh, I'm sure. They certainly use AI to Photoshop to make people look like they've caught a giant fish when they've caught a 2-pounder.
That's true.
But yeah, and there's also another thing that I saw that I thought was fairly interesting. They've got a camera now that you can drop down to the bottom and see what you're fishing for.
Oh,
If
wow.
you're offshore, they got a thing you just hook it on your fishing pole and let it down to the bottom, and you can see what's down there. I'm telling
Is
you
that
guys,
cheating?
these fish don't have a chance, man. They don't have a chance anymore. We've got Google Earth for the bottom of the ocean for the most part. The Seymour Maps, which is incredible. So you know what's down there. Now you can we get there. Oh, this looks like a pretty good spot. We're marking some stuff on the bottom machine on the sounder. Let's drop the camera down and see what it is to see if it's worth catching. But
Yeah, it's cheating a little bit, it sounds like, new innovation. Hey, we mentioned red snapper season. We've got some pictures to show as well. And,
Paul, are these AI or are these real?
those are real right there, buddy. That's Bradley, my son on the left. Mike Bell's the tall guy on the right, and that's his dad and his 2 kids. And those are real ones. Those were like 14 to 16 pound red snappers.
Jeez, those are huge.
And they look huge. And I've seen a lot of pictures on like Facebook and other people that I know that went out. And I mean, they're big, man. It's almost like, are you bad at fishing if you don't catch one of these? Because it feels like everybody.
Oh, this would be my trophy room right here. Like if I caught one of these, I'm done.
There's some cold water that was in play on the bottom. So if you were fishing inshore, like in say 10 miles out, it was a little tougher. They caught these fish further out, but they pulled up to a spot in 120 feet of water and said they could basically. There's so many red snapper they swam up to the boat. But nobody messes with them, so they're dumb. They just swim right up to you. You just basically pick the one you want to catch.
Yeah, yeah. This is a big thing in the fishing community, and I know we talk about it every year, but I think we gotta It's goofy. It sounds unreasonable that there are only 2 days, I think, to go get red snapper. It's obviously a fish people want to catch. I guess my question to you is this. In 5 years, will they have modified it, or is this here to stay? I know there's a push to open it up a little bit more. Like, where do you think this is heading, and how soon do we get there where you can catch red snapper more than just 2 days out of the year?
The Gulf has a 120-day season.
Oh, wow.
And the state waters are further. I'm not exactly sure all the politics. John Rutherford's working on our behalf here in Northeast Florida. And now the governors, DeSantis and Brian Kemp, and the governor of South Carolina have sent something to the Department of Commerce to say, hey, this is ridiculous. It's not just Florida. It's the same way of Georgia and South Carolina. And, fishermen are conservationists. We're conservationists at heart, and we don't want to overfish the red snapper. We don't want to go out there and kill them all. Well, some people do, but for the most part, we want to maintain the stock, right?
Yeah.
But the way it is now, you can't catch anything else. one of my friends, Matt Joseph, I was talking to him the other day. He's one of the best bottom fishermen in Northeast Florida. And they went out on the snapper day. They did not catch another species of fish other than a red snapper. They could not catch a single, grouper, nothing. Just because as soon as your bait hits the bottom, the red snapper jumping on it. They're just, there's just too many of them, man.
Yeah.
But it's hard to argue that it hasn't worked. But maybe instead of 2 days, maybe they have 4 weeks with 2 days. So then you spread the field out a little bit, and then there's not so many people out there going crazy and out there fishing in John boats 30 miles offshore. And then the thunderstorm comes up and they get in trouble because they think they have to go because it's the only day to catch a red snapper.
Yeah, I know you guys have the best kingfish tournament, the old school kingfish shootout, and you guys had another successful one last month in June. And the Greater Jacksonville Kingfish Tournament is this week. Give us an idea of what the difference is. Like this time of year, will there be good fishing for the kingfish? I think I've heard you say in the past, like the better fishing can sometimes come in June. I think that's why you guys have your tournament at that point. How will people do this week? What's the water like? What's the fish like?
Well, actually, I think that the Greater Jacksonville Kingfish Tournament is it's the gold standard. It's the big boy. It's always. I mean, we have more boats, but the Greater Jacks is kind of. It still gets the news coverage. I mean, and you're helping us with that a little bit with old school, but it's the one. It's the. I won the Greater Jackson 04, and it's the pinnacle. It's the highlight of my fishing career, and I've done some pretty cool stuff. I've fished all over the world, caught all kinds of fish, but winning the Greater Jacksonville Kingfish Tournament in my hometown is the pinnacle to me for what I've done. So it's still a big deal, a really big deal, and they're giving away a great prize. They have a $240,000 contender for first place tomorrow.
Wow.
So somebody's going to win a boatload of money tomorrow.
That's crazy.
And it's a good tournament. It's different from my tournament because it's an offshore tournament. You can fish the beach or you can go offshore. Now they have a separate tournament on Saturday that's a beach only tournament, very similar to the old school. But the tomorrow boats will run from. They'll go to Cape Canaveral. They'll go to off Georgia, 60, 70 miles offshore.
Wow.
Boats will run 100 miles one way to try to find the big kingfish in this tournament tomorrow, where we don't allow that in the old school. So it's this is big boats, big money, big budget day tomorrow, and then Saturday they do a beach tournament similar to ours
Yeah, give us just one quick thought on that. Like you mentioned in 04. This turn I've got here in 08, and it was, again, that was like recession time. Like that tournament really has changed, right? I mean, like you said, maybe it was the gold standard. Then they lost a lot of boats in that tournament right around the 2009, 10, 11. Have they made a comeback in that sense where there are more people fishing the tournament now?
Yeah, absolutely. They're I don't know. They'll probably have 300 or 400 boats, something along those lines. They got down as low as a high 100s,
Wow.
and like you're mentioning, and the economy didn't help them. There were some other things going on. There was some some politics involved, and they were dealt a bad hand of cards, and maybe some of the prior leadership of the tournament didn't handle it as well as they should have back in those days. They had some PR stuff that wasn't so good. Maybe made a couple bad decisions, but now they have good people in place that are doing the right things for the right reasons and and they have good intentions, and it's getting better. They can't catch a break. It seems like the junior angler tournament got weathered out, and it just seems like this. It's just they seem to have it's like they can't catch a break. There's always something, it seems like, but they're good people. They're trying to do the right things, and they have a hell of a tournament, and there's no disputing that. And like I said, somebody's going to somebody's going to win a boatload of money, life-changing money. Whoever wins this tournament tomorrow, if they're in the Calcutta, win close to $300,000.
Wow.
So for a lot of us, that would be life-changing money for me. I can tell you that. So.
Yeah, we're blessed with two really good ones in June. Yours is the old school Kingfish Shootout and the Greater Jacksonville Kingfish, and different. Yours on a one day and on a Saturday, so you don't have to worry about all those weather conditions for 5 days.
That's right. There's another tournament in August. I mean, that they give away a first week of August. It's called the North Florida King of the Beach. Good friends of ours. It's a tournament similar to our tournament as well. And they give away a 33-foot front runner that's valued at $360,000 for first place, and second place is a F-250.
Wow!
So I mean, let me just tell you, this is we are spoiled here in North Florida. Nobody fishes for these in the whole country. Nobody fishes for what we fish for here. From the old school to the Wahoo tournament, the old school to the Greater Jacks to the North Florida King of the Beach. It's we're spoiled rotten around here to fish for these prizes for for not thousands of dollars. They fish for more money up north in marlin tournaments and stuff, but they're spending $50,000 to get in the tournament.
Wow.
So, you'll hear these stories. We'll talk about it next month. The White Marlin Open up in Ocean City, Maryland. The guy that wins the tournament might win $3 or $4 million.
Woo.
Now that's but he's paid $100,000 to get in the tournament.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody said to me one time, says, Paul, how come they fish for this millions of dollars up in Ocean City, Maryland, and we're here wahoo fishing, and we got more boats or the same amount of boats, and sure, you got great prizes and everything. I said, well, I'll tell you what, if you guys want to pay $100,000 each to get in the tournament, we can fish for more. We can fish for more money. Okay?
That's an expensive raffle ticket.
Yeah.
Sure.
Those guys are in a different tax bracket than I am.
Yeah, you go play Powerball for the same thing for $2. Hey, Paul Dozier, that's why we do the Let's Go Fishing segment, man. That was great stuff. Appreciate all the knowledge. Good to have you back in, and we'll probably see you next week in studio. Let's Go Fishing presented by Nimnik Buick GMC, Armor Guard Exteriors, got her helmet. Thanks to those guys as well, and good to be great time of year for fishing. So get on the boat the rest of this summer. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, good luck to everybody tomorrow in Greater Jacks. And there's a kids Kingfish Derby next weekend. It's one of the best kids tournament in North Florida. So there's a fishing tournament every weekend to participate. And then, like I said, the week after that's that North Florida King of the Beach. But I appreciate you guys' support, and good luck to everybody tomorrow and Saturday in Greater Jacks.
All right, we'll talk more about it next week. Thanks, Paul. And before we finish up, we won't go right to break yet, but we do have Captain Roger. He jumped in. He's I think I saw this. He's like filleting a fish. I think that's what I saw. Maybe I'm not right, so let's listen in.
Captain Roger here with your Action Sports Inshore Fishing Report. I'm Captain Roger. My guide service is JacksonvilleFishingTrips.com. If you're looking for a trip, call me at 904-866-8055. Overall, the fishing has improved since July 4th, which is normally the sequence. Remember, always July always gets good. Not only is the fishing really improved for redfish, flounder, and trout overall, I haven't seen this kind of fishing this good in probably 4 or 5 years. It's really improved, especially the trout. We were all thinking it was the end of days, and they have showed up strong. Night fishing, day fishing, you can catch trout in a day. Bluebird skies, if you work at it, you can catch some trout. Top waters, lip divers, they're hitting everything. Live shrimp, popping cork. Your flounder have been biting really good. They're closer to the inlets, Nassau, Mayport, Jetty Rocks, docks, and redfish has just been unbelievable. Last 3 weeks, it's just incredible. Night or day, it doesn't matter. The fish are biting, but of course at night, early mornings are always better. Got us a little flounder here we're going to clean up real quick. And a little tip that I always have for everybody when you're cleaning fish is not so much the knife, it's the glove. Buy you a little glove like this and watch your skills in fillet fishing come around tenfold. You don't worry about cutting your hand. You got confidence, and that's what a good fillet glove. And I like this one with the weave in it. It seems to do better. It holds and grips those fish. Gives you confidence when you're looking at, especially flounder, when you're looking to make those precision cuts. Come right down the bone. Slide that knife in. And when you can grip something good, the better for you. You can come down there and just, I'm doing a little bit. See that? Come right in. And then, right there, a little fillet. Till next week, for Action Sports Fishing, I'm your captain, Captain Roger Bump. Have a good one and a safe one. Thank you.
That's the first filet we've had on the show. We got to put that on a grill, man. It's lunchtime.
Good. I know, man. Mouth is watering right now.
Let's go fishing. Send them in, especially if you're in the greater Jacksonville. You're in any of the tournaments Paul just mentioned. Inshore, offshore. Send in your catches, and we'll put them on the show here on Thursdays at 11:30, presented by Nimnick Buick GMC and Armor Guard Exteriors. GutterHelmetOfNorthFlorida.com. You can visit right off St. John's Bluff Road. Call 904-762-7779, or just go to GutterHelmetOfNorthFlorida.com for gutters, awnings, screens, windows, and doors. Storm protection as hurricane season rolls around the corner with Armor Guard Exteriors. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models, or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway, or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning, and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can get a free Connecticut reverse osmosis system with the purchase of a Connecticut Premier Softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Connecticut water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Brett, you know what
Nailed
this is?
it. I saw this today. I almost brought it up on the show. I didn't know.
See, I brought it to Handy. I wanted it to be a surprise, but you already saw it too. It's
Both
everywhere.
you and Casey sent it to me.
Yes!
and I was going to bring it up.
Yes!
We're on the same page.
No, dude, are you?
This is
greatest night in the history of the internet last night. The internet has never had a better night than yesterday.
Because of Gillis and this?
And did you see the guy with the Annabelle doll?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, how is that? I mean, yeah, it's creepy.
I think I saw somebody
all in one night.
I don't know what that was.
See, I saw that yesterday. It was in a news story.
I
but
saw it last night.
It was trending probably last night. Yeah. And then I saw the Coldplay thing this morning.
This was amazing.
Imagine. And like, listen, with all due respect to Coldplay, you know, they're not really for me,
right?
You know, but imagine like you're this high-priced CEO of what does he run again?
It's some company I never.
It's a tech company.
It's okay.
Or
Astronomer.
Okay. You're this
Astronomer.
You're this powerful CEO.
What?
And you think you're just going to go to a Coldplay concert, sit in the nosebleeds with your side chick, and you're just going to chill, you know, listen to some Parachutes, whatever those songs. Parachutes, right, Hamby? I'm sure you're a Coldplay fan. Parachutes?
No.
Yellow?
Paradise?
Yellow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you're just going to sit there and chill with your side piece. Everything's going to be great. And Coldplay, the most like humble and, you know, easygoing and nice band ever.
Bro was trying to do a nice thing.
Exactly. They put him on blast in front of the world.
So here's the thing. Hamby, can you play it again?
Yep.
So here's the thing.
This is the best. Oh.
If you're ever going to get caught cheating on your significant other with the CEO of a major, massive business,
sure,
maybe don't freak out.
Yeah,
just stand there.
Yeah.
Like, sure, I'm sure it probably gets around at that point, but like,
well, here's the thing: if he doesn't freak out, maybe he gets away with it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the internet found out on him, right? Like,
because he freaked out.
Yeah, because if you react like that, you're definitely not supposed to be there. Doing that situation.
I saw a tweet, and I don't know which ones are right or wrong, so you guys can verify maybe. But was it with like the HR person at the work?
Yes.
Well, her title is Chief People Officer.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
You're a bad person. You get what you get. You know what I'm saying? But like, amazing.
That's incredible.
Amazing.
Here it is one more time.
Oh yeah, show us that reaction again.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two.
So just don't do that. And by the way, watch. If you Look at the girl on the left if you see her face.
Or they're just very shy.
She's like, oh, my friend.
Oh, she was there. Oh, I didn't know that the friend was there.
She's like, oh, no.
Oh, she knows
Look
too.
at her.
And by the way, he nailed it. He nailed it right off the thing.
Yeah.
It's like they're either having an affair.
Because nobody reacts that way to that.
No, of course. That's not a normal behavior.
No, like just
all
don't
that
do
money
that.
and all that power, you don't know how to act.
Like, you get away with it if you don't do that.
Yeah, just go, hey, double down.
Because nobody
Give her a
clips
smooch. Cheat,
nobody
cheat
clips
your
it.
ass off, you know?
Exactly.
Whatever.
Nobody clips it. Your wife never finds it. Like, it's fine.
You know, this is it's something that
Well, it's not fine, but
it's not ideal.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
So this has like been proved, like he cheated on her.
Did you see the video,
I
Brent?
mean, well, it's been confirmed that it's like not just that two workplace employees, but it's that
At the bare minimum,
Brent!
she's getting fired for that.
Go play the video game one more time. You mean to tell me they're just friends?
Well, I know I can't just assume. I just
Brent,
Look at the hands on hands around.
Hey,
oh no, that part
friends
I know.
don't do that.
I'm just saying that he's currently married.
Either they're having
Oh,
Yes, we believe that to be the case.
That
well,
is
yeah,
believed to be the case.
because they then of course, you know, the internet being the internet. But then they showcased his wife and what
Yep.
she
Oh,
does and
poor
everything.
lady.
On
I mean, the
Facebook.
poor lady is.
I think
She's married. The girl's married too. They're both married.
Oh, they're
both
both
married.
married.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is really my question.
Oh boy.
What kind of? I mean, you got to be some kind of idiot.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
this is why it's funny. But this
must be some.
But it's almost kind of the perfect crime because, like,
Exactly.
what are the odds
That's what
Coldplay's going to put us on the video board?
You're in the nosebleeds at a Coldplay concert. Like,
But you
You feel pretty safe.
Yeah.
60,000 people in a place. Like you could get noted. Like you're going to get
Sure,
noticed by somebody.
But maybe like when they went to the thing, like they weren't hand in hand, right? Maybe they're
Yeah.
just playing it cool, and then all of a sudden, okay, well we're in the
Couple drinks
stands
later.
now, right? Like you know they're playing Parachutes or Yellow, whatever the song's
Paradise.
called, Paradise. Thank you very much. And like maybe you want to cut up a little bit, you know, get your cheat on, like get your cheat.
That's crazy work right there.
Well,
Get your cheat on is
but
nuts.
it's insane how of all the crowd. And they're showing the love and everything.
I know.
They pan to them. And
It's
what's
amazing.
What's the lead singer of Coldplay's name?
Chris Martin.
Chris Martin's trying to like highlight him. Oh, look at this beautiful love. No, it's not beautiful because he's cheating on his wife.
But if you don't
And
do
you
the
get what you deserve.
if you don't do the reaction, like
Yeah, I know.
they're like, oh, those people are cool, and then like,
Imagine the dude's poor wife too. Like I'm
I feel
sure
bad for the
I'm,
wife.
I'm sure she has a
for
Twitter
many
account.
yeah,
Right? Like imagine just
She didn't need a Twitter account to get this one
But
back.
it was trending. Like imagine like, oh, what's this Coldplay? Like,
it's like the #1 trending thing currently.
imagine like, okay, yeah, that's
What happens? Should the guy get fired?
He's the CEO.
no,
bro.
he's fine. But I'll tell you what's gonna happen to her. Hey,
Can you fire the
Well,
CEO?
that's probably got a board.
cha-ching, alimony, baby. You get half now.
yeah.
Even probably more than half.
Yeah.
Because you're cheating.
She's getting fired though. I would assume. The girl in the video.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or they're gonna
I don't know how
double
one can
down
get
and
fired
they're
and
gonna
one
get me a
can't.
thing.
CEO
She's
is
the chief people officer. Sounds like Buddy created
HR.
a position
Yes.
just to get her in the
100%.
company.
He's spot on. They created this position for this lady. She's canned. There's no doubt about she's not working there anymore.
The board's gonna be like, hey, so this chief whatever person officer, yeah, let's get her out of here.
And like people went to her LinkedIn and were messaging her. It was
Oh man,
rough go for this lady.
It's got to be harder than ever to cheat.
Just
Yeah.
don't do it, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's what I don't understand. I don't
if
understand
you're not
how
happy,
people
just we'll see you.
see it.
Yeah.
I guess, or I think back in the day you could get away with it, right?
Oh, I'm
Because
talking like back in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, Brent. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Come on.
but then
Yeah.
it like it almost I don't know if it's normal, but it seems like it happens a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can get away with it.
You
And
can't.
everything is on camera.
Exactly. You're on camera. Your phone tracks your location.
Social
you
media,
can't get
who
away
you're
with it.
following.
You're gonna have some special.
There's no
like,
way.
I don't care
yeah.
There's that too.
to do it.
Yeah.
Right. Like to be able to, and especially in these kind of positions.
Yeah.
I don't get. I never. You just got to be blinded. I'm assuming. By the
guess,
whole reality
or
of the
not have a
situation.
cell phone. Like, I mean, yeah, it's wild then.
Or some
But
kind of ego. right? Like, I mean, you got to be pretty
well,
pompous.
and that's what that
was,
is,
for
That's what
sure.
that is. Yeah, you're a CEO. You think you run everything.
Yep.
Untouchable.
But and that's why that's why I celebrate. Like I feel bad because the wife obviously at home. Like you
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
bad for her.
Yep.
But you know sometimes you got to break a couple eggs to make an omelet, right? And like this is a pretty entertaining omelet because we're talking about a dude who is like all power, all money, all everything.
He's worth $1 billion.
$1 billion?
Yep.
She's worth $1 billion.
Dude, she's getting more than half,
He's
probably.
worth $1 billion.
Good for her.
Dude, because she's got proof of cheating, right? Depending on what state they're in.
Worth
you know?
it. I'm going to
I'm
say worth it.
assuming he's
for
from
her.
Massachusetts. So is that Gillette Stadium?
Yeah.
or Connecticut if he's that rich.
So Brent did a little research on this.
I think his wife's a teacher too, as well. So
his wife's a teacher.
I think his wife's a teacher.
Her classroom is going to be nuts.
He's making $1 billion.
That's a great point. That's a great point, actually.
Because listen, dude, I was deep diving. I think I think she enjoys it. Like that's her thing. Like she wants to give back.
Her Amazon wish list going to be nuts.
Oh, it's going to be crazy, man.
500 million.
Oh, it's going to be crazy. I should look up the name. I mean, 500 million now.
It's all out.
We are on the verge, by the way,
to
of a sponsorship that this would have played so well on.
I might have to.
We just don't have it yet, so I can't say it. And it's like this would have played really well because I do have a lot of questions. I've got like alimony questions. I've also got the question of if he's making $1 billion and you're not getting as much as you think, do you stay with him?
Ooh. No, Brent, come on, man. No. You gotta have a little pride. Brent, you gotta have some pride.
Dude, Bezos got divorced. Anything can happen.
Yeah, but she got a lot.
Yeah, I know. This lady's going to get a lot, too.
Yeah, she's gonna get half. Yeah, I don't care how good your lawyers are. We have proof. Like Chris Martin called you. You think you bring Chris Martin in?
They're like, did you see these two? He's like, yeah.
To the trial?
It's a bad day for those two right there.
By the way, Chris Martin just got divorced, too.
He was
Dakota
Gwyneth
Johnson.
Paltrow?
Nah, Dakota Johnson.
Wait, wasn't it Gwyneth Paltrow first?
He was most recently with
Dakota Johnson.
Yeah.
No kidding. Huh.
So it's take 3 for him.
Take
Do you have a picture of Shane Gillis? Handy?
That's the worst thing.
First of all, my name's not Andy.
He said handy, but it's okay.
I did not say Andy.
Oh, yes, I can get a picture.
Oh, man.
Because I got the one from last night or any.
You know why? Because I'm looking over here at Casey, and I kind of feel like he's got a similar look.
Shane Gillis vibes?
Hold on. Well, like, yeah, probably.
I mean, I get. Well, to be fair, I get Shane Gillis vibes from your attitude, which is a compliment, by the way.
Yeah, no, I like Shane Gillis.
The,
so I got
the way you approach life, I feel like he does kind of the same stuff.
So this is part 2 of the internet undefeated. Did you guys talk a lot about this yet?
We had a little bit. It morphed into a whole sports entertainment.
No, I don't want to do that part. I just want to talk about the jokes.
Yeah, some we talked about, others we didn't.
Yeah. So pretty good, right? Look at him.
I thought it was fantastic.
He needs a beard.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess you need to add the beard, but I mean, not bad.
We're both big, goofy looking dudes.
Yeah.
Case, can I ask you? Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Do you comb your hair?
No.
Ever?
No.
I don't either. So.
I like the haircut though. The haircut's good on you. That's what got like the.
I had to go to a wedding.
The mop, not so much. Shane Gillis. I'm sitting here looking at him. I'm like, I see some Shane Gillis here.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
So what'd you make of the jokes?
Listen.
And you're a big Shane Gillis fan.
I am.
Did you see him when he was in Jacksonville?
I did not. I
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Say no more.
I did. I did, but I didn't.
Surprised.
Was he cool? Was he cool?
It was crazy. Not cool. Yeah, he was cool.
He was cool. I bet he was cool. Yeah.
You kind of hope a guy like that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be.
Because like,
that would suck if he's
That's
not.
the whole persona.
Right?
Yeah, imagine if he's like a giant,
Yeah, that would really suck. If like there are people that you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
That would really ruin.
Like I feel like him, like Bill Murray, I've met Bill Murray. He's really cool.
Bill Murray's cool. Yeah,
I've met him. He's cool. But man, I don't know about Casey. But like, yeah, there's people where you have expectations of you better be a cool person.
You better.
Yeah.
And Gillis is definitely that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, I thought it was genius.
Mm-hmm.
I know it wasn't for everybody, but I like the idea that everybody was like kind of uncomfortable about what he was going to say. Like, I think that makes it hilarious.
Yeah, you don't know what's
exactly
coming.
Same.
But clearly everybody else was not on the same page there. Like, I thought it was awesome, but
the people in the crowds were kind of just. But see, and then that's what I think the genius of Shane Gillis. It reminds me of Ricky Gervais when he hosted. What was it? I forgot what he
Golden Globes or Oscars.
Yeah. Where he just basically called out every single celebrity for like 20 minutes and made him feel bad. Like that was kind of what Shane Gillis is doing too. It's like, listen, the fact that we're doing this award, it's kind of stupid in itself, right? It's self-righteous. Like if it's going to be self-righteous and stupid, let's at least have some fun and laugh about it. And that's what I thought he brought to the table.
Yeah, and I was telling you guys before, he made some comments earlier or last week about how he didn't write a lot of the jokes, and a lot of the jokes they gave him to read were, in his opinion, terrible, where he basically just made fun of himself. So I guess he kind of flipped that on his head and made fun of everybody else, which is, I think, how it should be, because it, as said in there, it's not serious. Like, there's no part of this is serious. Like, who in the world cares about Nesby?
Yeah.
Like, just to be honest. Like, do you think Sirianni's like, sweet, we
did it! We did it! Yep.
Like, nobody cares at all. So I thought it was a good setting. What did you think of when he said his friend's wife was the WNBA 4-time All-Star.
We highlighted that. That was one of my favorite parts.
That was awesome.
One of my favorite parts.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Because everybody in the crowd. Oh,
yeah, because you feel like you should. You feel like you have to.
Yeah. That was good.
Awesome. I wish
great
they had
timing with the WNBA, Caitlin Clark stuff, and everything else.
I wish they had cameras on like every person, so you could see the people that were like, "Yeah, for sure."
Yeah.
That would have been multiple.
And the
cameras
best part is
good.
that no one really laughed about it because everybody got called out.
Yeah,
like, everybody was clapping in that crowd. Then he told the punchline. It's like, oh.
I was amazed at how many times I saw a joke. And the director, to their credit, did not go to somebody in the crowd because they thought the joke could potentially be connected.
Oh, yeah.
With what he was saying.
Yeah.
Like, I think he said like the wife thing at one time.
Yeah.
So they didn't go to anybody in the crowd.
I
was like, oh boy.
And then, did you see the ending too? You probably didn't see the ending part. Did you see the ending part where he mentioned,
I did.
So there's going to be an after party because of P. Diddy and everything. And some of you guys were like...
Somebody said that he thought he was calling out someone in that.
Well, there was Drewski there because he pointed at Drewski. Like, it's just...
You guys just brought up, though, no holds barred. I feel like celebrities are on edge right now more than ever.
Yeah.
Right?
Because they probably should be.
Because the Diddy stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, the other stuff. And I think these guys don't care. I mean, we brought up Glazer before. Like, anything's on the table. Doesn't care if you're Tom Brady. If you're Clint Eastwood. Like, everything's on the table
and
now.
this is why I celebrate people like Shane Gillis. Because, and we talked about this actually yesterday, Brent. Like, there was a rumor that Trump was going to be at the fight that I was at in UFC National.
Really?
And I had to decide, like, dude, if I won, he's in the crowd. Like, I'm not... Because I literally don't care. I mean, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
But, like, how'd that look to people if I don't go up to shake Trump's hand? Because, it's like, UFC fans are very a certain way.
Yes.
Right? And every time Trump's in the crowd, every single fighter who wins, they hop the fence and go shake his hand.
I'll do it.
So what happens if I just win and I sit, like, down and just be like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, people would probably call me out. So I appreciate people like Shane.
Good for the brand.
Yeah, that's a good point. ESPN. Yeah, that diss is brought to you by Brent and Austen, on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Oh, boy.
But I appreciate people who tell it like it is and call people out. Right? Because that's how it should be. Like, if you did something wrong, whether it's with P. Diddy at a party or if you did something wrong, whether it's political, like, you should be called out. Like, you don't get a pass just because you're rich and powerful. Like, that's not how it should be. So when people like Shane Gillis want to poke fun and crack jokes, I love it because it makes those people uncomfortable. And they should feel uncomfortable.
But Hollywood's always been a fraternity. That industry's always been a fraternity. The sports world is a fraternity. These guys are calling them out. But other things that are of light, their names could be associated with, also have them on edge probably more than... If you're a popular figure right now, it's like...
Yeah, I think there's a sense, though, like, if you're Gillis and you're going to go after people like that, like, first of all, that guy's been canceled 4 or 5 different times. Like, his whole story's out there in the public. So, like,
he's got nothing to lose.
In his mind, he's like, you can't come get me for this. And I feel like if you're feeling a certain type of way about the jokes he's saying, then you probably did something you shouldn't have.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know about all of them.
Oh, well, I mean, why would you get defensive about something if you didn't do it?
Well, as the person,
yes.
you mean
like
being targeted.
It's tougher with the SB stuff because like there wasn't a ton of like the Diddy jokes, right? But if you go back to the one that Ricky Gervais did when he was like, heads up here, this one's going to be questionable.
That to me is like the gold standard.
He was like, you guys work with Harvey Weinstein, not me.
Yeah.
And it's like, in his point, he's like, okay, I know I didn't do it, so I have to feel some type of way. If you're in the crowd, you're like, yeah, I never worked with him once. Yeah. You don't have to feel some type of way.
Yeah, I get you.
But then, like, if you did something that's kind of questionable, it's like
you're kind of like,
it's like, okay, well, like it is what it is. Like you did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To me, like I think Gervais really set the standard with it because he brought to the light that listen, you guys can read scripts and act. Congratulations. It doesn't make you the most special people.
Yeah.
Just like I felt like last night with Shane Gillis, it's like, okay, you can throw a football really far. You can put a basketball in a hoop. It doesn't mean like you're better than anybody else.
Yeah.
So go ahead and take your medicine. Let's have some laughs and let's move on with our lives.
No, I think it's a good point. I think people like that overall when you can bring the high and mighty down to earth. Now, some people call that canceling.
Sure.
There's a line. I don't think it's necessarily canceling anybody. I think it's just like, make them shake a little bit.
Yeah,
make them a little uncomfortable.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because honestly, I mean, I'm going to remember that performance and that him hosting for years and years to come. I couldn't tell you the last.
I was about to say that.
10
Who
hosts.
else has hosts?
I think like
John Cena did one, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The only one that I can maybe kind of come back to is Peyton Manning, right?
Oh,
Or was that a different thing?
I think maybe. Yeah, see, that's
like
what
the
I'm saying.
ESPYs, they're so irrelevant. We were saying before we came on, in my opinion, like it was a random Wednesday night, and the only reason
I put it at the right time.
Serena Williams was last year.
She hosted.
Yeah, I think I do remember.
I don't remember.
Hey,
Steph Curry did 2022.
Yeah, like
see, there we go.
I don't know any of this.
Peyton Manning was back in 2017. Cena was 16.
Damn.
Drake did one in 14.
Who was in between? Because I thought they had
I
multiple
kinda
years in a
remember
row
Drake,
of like
sort of.
I don't.
Oh, well, 2023 there was none because of the writer's strike. 2022, Steph Curry. 21, Anthony Mackie. I don't know who that is.
He's Marvel.
2020, Russell Wilson, Megan Rapinoe, and Sue Bird. What a collection.
That one was good.
2019, Tracy Morgan, then Danica Patrick, Peyton Manning, John Cena, Joel McHale, Drake, John Hamm, Rob Riggle.
Danica Patrick hosted the ESPYs?
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
So to the point,
Samuel Jackson's done it 4 times.
Oh, Samuel Jackson did it 4 times.
And Norm MacDonald, obviously referenced last night,
Yes.
did it back in 98.
Which is the true.
But that's a casual,
What? Comedian.
20 years ago at this point, almost?
Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah, so, like, again, the ESPYs aren't the super relevant thing, but, like, in a weird way for the ESPYs, I don't know if it's a weird way, but for the ESPYs, like, they kind of win even if they didn't love it because they're trending all night and still trending today.
Oh, that's what I say, too. I mean, they are, yeah, it's and it's the wheelhouse of time to talk about it. Like, you can come in, we can come on our show today and talk about pretty much for an hour and a half, like, spin off of something that happened last night because... I mean, there's not a game other than the Open Championship today.
But the only reason I knew it was on is because I heard Shane talking about it last week about the jokes they were writing. Otherwise, I would have had no clue it was on.
Yeah, I don't think they promoted it as well, or I just wasn't watching because I was out and stuff. I wasn't watching ESPN much.
They run social ads for every other random event. I saw Wimbledon ads left and right. I didn't see an ad for this.
Maybe they were a little afraid what Gillis was going to bring.
Good point. Maybe. Good point. Like, watch it at your own risk, you know?
That's what they show.
Yeah, we don't know if we want to be associated with this one. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, man.
And then again, 3 of 3. Did you see the Annabelle doll thing? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I did some research on this one too.
That's Hamby. Did you see this?
I'm in the dark on this.
So there's
sounds like the dark arts.
Sort of. Yeah, it's a good call.
Bad juju.
You don't know anything about the Annabelle doll? Like they made movies?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
So it's like this doll, if you will, and there's like one guy that's set to like take care of it.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yep. So he's like a paranormal expert.
Yes.
And basically he toured the country featuring the doll and people could come up and like just check it out. He tells the story.
But you don't touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like behind glass.
It's like
in its own
cursed,
little
like,
thing.
It's a lot of crazy things have happened
like real life
around
Chucky?
this doll. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, other than the knife.
Other than the knife part.
Yeah. But yeah,
So this guy died.
So you don't touch it. You keep it in the case. You move the case.
Okay.
This guy like switched cases.
Oh.
Touched it. Moved it. Died.
Oh, so he died after that. I didn't see that part of the story.
Cardiac arrest. I think, right? Was that-
Yes.
yeah.
No longer with us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, here's the dumb thing about social media. I'm sure you've seen this too. Everyone was like, oh, must have got the COVID shot. Hey, hey, how about he had a dynamic, you know, like a demon doll hanging out with him, and maybe that did it. Like, do we gotta get political with it, or can we say maybe this once it had nothing to do with a shot, it had something to do with this demon doll maybe killing him?
That's wild.
Let's make it political.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring that up because we've been bouncing around up in New York, and the one thing we see these ghost tours, right? And so everywhere you go, you like have a ghost tour.
Oh, man,
It's one of those cities?
Well, it's just everywhere. Like, I forget which one.
It's like Savannah?
Yeah, but
Can't walk down the street in Savannah without somebody trying to take you to a ghost
but
store.
you can't, like, you go to St. Augustine, you go to Savannah,
St.
you go
Augustine's
to
got
almost
them.
any tourist spot has a ghost tour.
Sure.
And we actually brought that up, like it was 2 days ago. Like, is that kind of why?
Yeah.
Not everybody can have that many ghosts.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the true ghost place?
It's a good point.
Or do people just believe it, buy it, enjoy the idea of it?
Let me ask you this, but with the Annabelle doll, yeah. But do you believe, like, if you were at this event with this guy, I forgot his name, R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Yes. And he's like, hey, you want to touch the doll? You want to, like, would you do it?
No.
You wouldn't do it. Brent?
No. You would?
No, I wouldn't do it. Hell no.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want anything to do with it.
This is before he died, though.
See, but I wouldn't even go. Like,
No!
And this is,
I wouldn't either.
yeah, this is the thing. I don't get, like, what the draw is
No.
to things like this. Like, yeah, I'll go see Annabelle the movie. Scare the crap out of me. All right, cool. But, like, I don't need to see the real thing that it's based off of and say people like, hey, I saw the real Annabelle doll. Like, it killed some people. Like, what's the draw to that?
Especially now. I don't know what it does for the tourism of the doll now, but like, got him.
Just give me a little more of this backstory that travels around like cities.
And by the way, if you don't know, Brent, but like the Annabelle movie doll is like super scary looking, right? It's like a porcelain doll. This is like the
real doll,
Ann doll.
Yeah, the real doll is not what it looks like.
It looks harmless.
It looks like,
I'd beat the crap out of it if it came down to it. You think you would, but then,
what's that movie? Annie, the girl with the red hair?
Yeah. Yes, Annie.
It looks that's what it is.
Really? Yeah.
But it's like normal, and it's not even that dirty.
It looks sweet and just,
like if it was sitting in here, you'd be like, who left their toy here? You pick it up and throw it, and then you die. But like,
can we go deeper dive on what this guy did for a living?
Also, the guy that has a doll?
Yeah, the idea that he had to be the one babysitting the doll
he's like a paranormal expert. So there
what
was
a job.
Who are the two people that were with her? So there's two famous people that the movies are based off of. In case you can look it up real quick. Yep. And then somehow that doll got put in like a museum or something, and that guy who's like one of the top paranormal experts in his field or whatever got hold of the doll to do the tours.
Okay. I'm not posting this on Twitter, by the way, for various reasons, including the bots are back, and I feel like they'll come back with a vengeance. Even more.
This guy makes a lot of good points. This guy makes a lot of good points.
Huh? Were they ever gone?
I thought the bots had gone for a couple of weeks, at least maybe once in a while. And now, just yesterday, as soon as we started the show back up.
By the way, someone said it's the Warrens, by the way, Casey.
Yes,
Sorry.
I just found it.
Yeah. So that's
the Warrens, but go ahead.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So like you could go,
poor guy.
It was similar, not exactly like, but it's similar like people going to see like paintings. Like you could go see the doll behind glass.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and just say, I saw it.
And take a picture. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I would not be into that.
No.
And then,
I'm not really sure what I believe about all that. Like, I'm not really.
He died, Brent.
But why risk it?
I'm not entering that space. I'm probably a little uncomfortable talking about it.
No, we're good.
I think we're good. Yeah,
people go and look at it and don't die.
Okay.
You just can't touch it.
Yeah,
can't touch it.
We can talk about that. I think we're good.
I think.
Yeah, knock on wood.
We'll see if the show comes back.
Man, if I'm not here tomorrow, just know I had one shot and that was okay. I got the main one. All right, take it for all you want.
The one and done.
One and done.
Let's take a time out here.
But what a night for the internet, right?
It was a good night for the internet. Hey,
best they've had.
No sports, but great night for the internet.
Best they've had.
All you needed was 0 sports for a night, and all of a sudden we got the best.
If you were playing some dumb Thursday night football last night, none of this happened. Thank goodness.
A doll killed someone, Coldplay outed someone, and Shane Gillis outed everyone.
What a night. What a night.
We'll be back on the Brent and Austen Show. Storytellers of the 904 debuted Monday with Tony Baselli. Tuesday, Pedro Bregan Jr. Yesterday, Pete Prisco. Today, it will be Gene Fournette at 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock. You can find it at actionsportshacks.com. You can find the other episodes so far at the same place. Tomorrow, we'll have Sam Kavaris on at 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and then we'll continue to unveil next week. We'll also put them in podcast form in the next couple of days. I hope. Casey's going to probably help us do that. So, Storytellers of the 904, I think you'll enjoy it if you haven't seen it yet. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, The mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts.
Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers.
And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Save 10% off any water heater, plus no trip charge. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. For a limited time, CGC is waiving the trip charge on all related plumbing calls. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
For the game day hustle and every day in between. Juggling my show, Jags Social, to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet.
Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table.
Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
All right, a couple of things since we haven't gotten to any of it. Wow, we got to get the focus camera. Focus!
Hammy, we need some help.
He can't do anything about it.
I know. I just like to blame him.
Wow. Look at that. Doesn't want to focus, does it?
Hamby. Oh, we had it.
Hamby, there is an autofocus button. Unclick it and then click it again.
See, I don't like how we're talking about the Annabelle doll and all of a sudden this is happening.
Yes.
Cancel the show.
You guys
Yep,
did.
call it off, Brent. Let's go.
Well, while we get in focus, the Jacksonville Armada fell in the playoffs last night, so their season comes to an end after they were conference champs, but 1-0 game. It was fun to do their games on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network all season, included 3 extra playoff games. Jacksonville Sharks to catch everybody up. They'll be on the road this week. One more home game coming up next Saturday as they continue to fight toward the playoffs. Drive for 5 continues here in year 15. We'll have Shark Bites tomorrow. Maybe visit with a Jacksonville Shark tomorrow on the show, on the Brent and Austin Show, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. And a special shout out and a welcome to Mason's Lobster. You guys hungry for a little lobster? How about that?
Let's get
Mason's
it.
Famous Lobster rolls on board now, so take a look at what they're all about.
Also,
how do we make Mason's Famous Lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls. Order online or stop by today.
MasonsLobster.com. Welcome aboard. They do look good. You can get them in the town center down in St. Johns County at Durban Park, and also up in Fernandina Beach as well. So we'll probably be visiting some of those locations with the Brent and Austin Show over the next couple of weeks or so. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, Casey Kurtz, Jason Hamby, and you guys good to welcome in Liv? Or did you want to get to something?
Well, no, I was just.
I thought you had something to say there.
I was going to say, hey, do you prefer the warm lobster roll or the cold lobster roll? But it doesn't even matter now.
The warm one.
The warm
I mean,
one.
I'll eat cold lobster too.
Yeah.
Good. But the warm lobster roll, no doubt.
And by the way, congrats to Armada on a great season. With them being done, that means the Scrap House now, I guess, is back every single
you had two of them that were
got bumped, but it's all good.
Preempted.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Sometimes you get bumped.
Sometimes you get bumped by the playoffs. Let's bring in Olivia Tassley. She is hanging out with us. Liv's List, presented by First Florida Credit Union. And all right, Liv, tell us what this is all about. I think we have co-host participation in what you're doing today, but you have to explain it to us.
Yeah, no problem. Welcome back to you guys as well. I'm in my camp counselor era, I guess we can call it, because I am at Camp CEO down here at First Florida Credit Union. So here's the thing. It is Shark Tank style. And we all love Shark Tank. I love Shark Tank. So I was all about this idea when I heard about it. So right now we have a mock pitch going on right behind me. And their idea are healthy bagel bites. That's a throwback for me. I'm for it.
I'm not mad about that.
You're not for healthy bagel bites?
Oh no, Liv, I said I'm not mad about that. Like, as in, yes, let's go. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for it. It's like if like bagel bites just like grew up, went through puberty, and now they're good for you. So I would have those on deck all day, every day. So that's idea going on behind me. We just had one group pitch. They are making a bed that can help people with a disability, like if they're in a wheelchair or paralyzed, get out of bed and into their wheelchair without any help. So completely different ideas going on here. Another group is creating a party bus style for like if they want to break like party favors. So think like the Taylor Swift friendship bracelets. Okay. So they will bring all the stuff to you in a bus. You load the kids up right outside your house or school or wherever and make party favors. So that's another idea behind me. I mean, the variety here is incredible.
Those poor parents. Yep. No, go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. Third idea. Think Amazon and Tinder, okay? This one's a
Go on. Go on.
All right, so I thought I would get your attention with that one.
Yep. Some of ours.
Brent's just texting. He could care less. Yeah.
You'll get the astronomer CEO's attention.
Yep.
Listen, Brent's still back on the bagel bites one. That's fine. Listen, okay, Amazon meets Tinder. So think if your significant other has a Amazon wish list, you send them this website, right?
Okay.
And you swipe through the ideas that they've sent you, basically, and either add it to your cart or whatever it is. Like, yes, I will buy this one. No, I'm not going to buy this one, kind of a deal. It's kind of like a registry sort of a thing. So like your significant other can send it to you or your friends and they can just swipe through which ones that they're going to buy, essentially.
So basically, like say I had like a girlfriend, she could send me a list of stuff, and then I could be like, I want to get you this, I don't want to get you that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's called OnlyFans, but okay. Go ahead. What else you got?
This is like it's a kids camp.
Huh?
It's a kids camp.
Oh well, sorry, man. I'm kidding, Brent. It's Brent. I'm in my Shane Gillis era. It's fine. I'm telling jokes. What else you got?
Oh gosh. All right. So my final one is for all my pet parents, and not just dog or cat parents. These are for you exotic animal pet parents. Like if you have an
bearded
iguana,
dragon,
a parrot, think Chewy box, but for every type of animal. A horse. If you guys have horses out there,
I don't know what Chewy box
is. You get a subscription type of a box for your animal. So like if you guys had like a dog and you subscribe to a dog, you get like a squeaky toy, treat bag.
That
like
makes a lot of sense.
Bowl type of a deal. Yeah, it's just, fun stuff for your dog to try. Like try all these different items out before you go out into a store and like buy a big bulk of it or something like that.
So basically you're saying like depending what kind of dog you have, what they're into, they're like, what they like to do, then you put that in the system and then they bring you like a monthly trial box of, I like that one. I don't have a dog, but I don't either,
but that's a good idea.
This idea already exists.
Does it really?
She's
That's
not
called
pitching that
Chewy.
idea. She's explaining her idea off of an idea that exists.
Oh, that idea already exists.
Yes, millions of people use it.
Their idea is to do it for all the other types of animals.
That's what I'm okay.
Yeah.
I got
so
you.
You're saying that already exists for your dogs, but now they're going to say, hey, let's do it for all other animals.
Yes. So
Okay.
they want to do it for like the fish parents, the horse parents, what other
I got you.
birds, whatever.
Cats, but
I got you, but I don't have. I feel like Mark Cuban right now. I
depends on the bagel bites.
I don't have animals, so I'm out.
I mean, I don't have animals either, but I think you can make some money off that.
So the kid groups came up with these ideas.
They came up with these ideas.
They're actually pretty good.
They're not bad.
Because you only have 5 days to get your ideas together, put your presentation together, get your pitches, how much of the company you want to sell, how much money is it going to take. So they've taken classes every morning, from investing classes to credit classes to budgeting and all that. And then in the afternoons, they kind of plan out their ideas as far as what they want to pitch, how realistic can we get this done, and how much money is it going to take. And these are like 13 to 17-year-old kids.
Yeah, great idea, by the way. First Florida Credit Union putting this on. I mean, this is good. I think people need to be educated on this stuff more often. I think we don't do it in school enough. So this is, I don't know how many kids are participating, but also to be able to come up with these entrepreneurship, man.
It's huge and it should be huge with the youth and everything. Liv, did you kind of give a trial run to Brent's idea of the egg restaurant? Because I'm sure that probably got laughed out of the pitch meeting, huh?
You know what? I should go in there and pitch. So we still have the Bagel Bites guys pitching right now. You can see them.
Yeah.
So they're still pitching, but maybe I go in before the next group and say, listen, Brent has this great idea of just an egg restaurant, drive-through.
A fast food, fast food egg restaurant.
Yeah, go ahead. Be a winner. I mean, I'll be the sixth one, and hopefully we'll get some funding from First Florida Credit Union for this idea. Okay, so let's go. We got to pick one. We got to pick. Who do you like? So you got the Healthy Bagel Bites.
Yeah.
Do you know more about the Healthy Bagel Bites?
Yeah, we need to see some research here a little bit. We need to see some calories and stuff.
All I see is their presentation. I had to dip out to get you guys.
No, I get it. But like, I'm kind of curious. How do you make a bagel healthy? It's bread
and cheese, right?
So oh my gosh, what's the protein bagels? You guys know what I'm talking about? You can buy them at Publix. Oh, Dave's. Like Dave's.
Oh, Dave's Killer Bread. Okay, so Dave's Killer Bagels.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. So you got that. You got the Amazon Meets Tinder.
Yep.
The special list. You got the subscription for other pets. Not the box thing is a big thing with with humans and apparently dogs too. But now it can be with fish and horses
cats.
and other things. Party accessory bus. This reminds me of like the game bus that you go to a birthday party with.
Those are sweet.
Right, and you play a game. So instead, you'd be making bracelets and other things. But you can do it at schools and probably even nursing homes or places like that. And then beds to help handicapped people get up easier. Obviously, a very functional one there. What do you like? What's going to turn into a business as big as my egg business?
Yeah. I mean, listen, I love the bagels thing, but I'm trying to think like long term. Like, what's going to have the sticking power? You know? Yeah. I mean, I guess. Listen, if you can market healthy bagel bites, I'm in.
Yeah. I'm out on the bagel bites because in Florida the water isn't good enough to make bagels.
There we go.
So it becomes a little more difficult.
There we go.
I'm out on the animals because I don't have any. I don't need Amazon and Tinder. Don't need either one. I'm leaning toward the party accessories bus because I think it has multiple uses and categories, not just one demographic.
Okay.
Brent, these guys could make your T-shirts and your hats that you always want to make.
That's right. I think
out of the bus.
I also think there's like an evolution in this one that can kind of go with the times and what's cool and what's in, what's trending, and branch out to like your point, Liv. So I'm picking the party accessory bus to invest in.
Okay.
You got the bagel bites.
I have the bagel bites. See, my issue with that is I'm trying to put myself as a dad being on the bus with a bunch of kids that are like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Birthday parties and stuff are expensive.
No, listen, it's a great idea.
The bounce house so many times, you know?
Of course. No, it's a fantastic idea. I'm just putting I'm being selfish here. I'm just being like, okay, can I handle a whole day on a party bus with a bunch of screaming kids and my son's friends? I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
All right, Liv. Anything else from there? When are they going to decide on this? Do we know who wins? Eventually?
We'll find out. So this is mock day. So they're going through the presentations. There's like fake sharks in here right now. Like there's camp counselors in there. The real sharks will come tomorrow. So actually Shay from Action News Jax, our morning anchor, will be one of the sharks out here as well. We have another Brent who's the first Florida Brent. Not you, Brent. At
Brent
first, I was
Lister.
like, wait, Brent's going out there?
Brent Lister, yes.
Not that Brent. So we have first Florida Brent, and then we have a local business owner who started from the ground up. I haven't heard the name or revealed who that is yet. And then a couple of First Florida Credit Union people will be here as well. And then the winner, they will get a cash prize, and then everyone gets to go out for what they're calling a business lunch after going on a limo ride over to the dinner. So
good for them. That's cool. Good stuff. All right, Liv, nice work, and enjoy your vacation, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate
Liv's
it.
on vacation.
On vacation.
You're in camp.
Well, considering I'm doing a laundry room renovation, the first 2 days of vacation has been very stressful. I don't wish wallpaper procedure on anybody, but that part's done. So fun stuff coming.
Good luck. We'll see you at training camp next after this camp from First Florida Credit Union. That's Liv's list.
So that just gave me a little inspiration of an idea.
Is Patrick Zalewski going to be there?
Who just brought bought the raise?
Oh, I was like, who the hell is that? Okay. All right, come with me real quick. I'll make this pitch really short. So an app like Uber Eats, but instead of like getting food delivered, you get a chef who's gonna cook a certain meal to your house. So say like you're hosting like a dinner party, right? And you don't want to cook, you can go on this app and you can bring the cook there, and it can be a Mexican dish, or it can be like a Japanese style dish, and like you partner with like Publix and things. So like the chef will order the food from Publix, he'll pick it up or wherever grocery store, and then he brings it to your party, and then he cooks for you. And then that's all part of like the fee, right? And then you have a dinner, the chef leaves, and there you go. But it can be like Spanish, it can be different.
I kind of like that idea.
There you go.
I don't know, like have you ever done that or been to anything where you have like a chef come into the house?
No.
I've never. No. It's pretty. I think it's pretty.
Is it common?
I'm a common. I don't know where.
But is it an app? I feel like you have to call a restaurant.
But I would think it's like a service, right? Like a catering type of service or somebody that does that, but not on an app.
Not on an app.
By the way, that'd be good for people who cook too. They could jump in there.
Of course.
Almost like you say, like Uber, you do it when you want to do it.
Yeah,
like
and it doesn't have to be a restaurant. Like it could just be like a guy who likes cooking. You can be like, hey, I'll come to your house and cook dinner for you. And then obviously they have like a ranking system where if you do a good job, you get 5 stars. Oh, let's get a 5-star chef in here to cook for us. Thoughts, gentlemen? Nothing, Casey?
The thing is, but I understand this is kind of the risk of going into the Uber Eats or Uber anything world.
Sure.
But now you're bringing the unknown into my house with a knife.
You're okay. Well, that's a good point. I mean, that's a good point. But you're also bringing the unknown when people like have like house cleaners and stuff come in.
No, I get it.
They don't
I
have
get
knives.
it. Like there's a way to. There's probably a way to.
All right, that's fine.
Squash that out.
They ain't killing you with a mop.
That's a good point.
There's a way to figure that out.
That's a good point. No, it's fine. I'll take this idea. And
people we don't know drive us around as well, and you have no idea where they're going or how fast they're going to go or anything.
Yep.
So
I used to be one of them.
You used to do it.
I used to be one of them. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't hate that idea.
Okay. Hamby, nothing.
I'm all set.
Okay, cool.
I've got an idea I won't share on the show though. Another one.
Oh wow, this one sounds.
Dude, no, I'm so sick of this crap. Terry Norvell just did this on the Young and Norvell show. He invented a sport but wouldn't talk about it for 3 weeks. So now if you're going to do this same crap, I'm quitting everything.
No,
you need to share your ideas. They're not that good. We're not very smart collectively as a group.
Thanks, it's not ready to go. It's just on the. It'll be.
Oh, this is
it's on the cusp.
The tease.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's on the cusp. I share most of my ideas
because they suck.
They
don't suck.
Casey, where are we with the app? No, you're not on board with the.
Sure.
That's fine.
He's never heard a good idea.
It's whatever.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around what just happened. I was texting Hamby the whole time. I have no idea what just happened.
Oh, with Liv?
When Liv came on, I thought they were really making pitches to the bank for a loan. That's what I thought was happening.
I kind of thought that too as well.
And then she was like, "They're children," and I was like, "Okay, they're
Kids
not
camp.
They're not doing that." And then you kept saying camp, and I was like, "There's no summer camp at a bank." And then I texted Hamby. I'm like, "What is going on?" And he's like, "They're really kids at a summer camp at a bank."
But here's the thing: she said kids right away, and then she brought up Tinder. I'm like, "Well, are
yes,
they really kids?" That's why I said the OnlyFans thing because I'm like, it can't be kids if they're talking about Tinder.
Well, she was just trying to describe like.
But they're talking about boyfriends and girlfriends. Like, if your girlfriend
I was
wants
so
this.
lost.
Yeah, see,
the whole time. I'm still a little confused. Does somebody get their idea get to be made?
It sounds like they win.
Is there
but
a
it's not
business
going to
loan?
be like the business is going to happen. It doesn't. It's not yet there. Now maybe it's good enough for us to steal the idea.
By the way, we have breaking news about the CEO that was caught at the Coldplay concert.
Oh, really?
Wife of the CEO has updated her Facebook and removed the last name of the CEO.
Oh,
I love
Stay
it.
tuned to the Brent Austin Show for more breaking news.
They're no different. They're no different than the athletes. Even in this situation, they go right to Facebook.
Yep.
They go right to social media. It's like, hey, I'm mad at my contract situation.
making a
You know what?
precedent.
Action News Jack's off the off my handle.
Making a precedent.
You know what that probably is? She's trying to stop people from finding her.
Well, I bet. No,
that's a good point.
It's probably like in a totally different way, although maybe in a similar way, winning the lottery. It's like you got to get off stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And by the way, she might have just won the lottery in a very odd way.
Yeah.
Also, in other breaking news, Hamby just texted me. You did the Dave Ramsey online summer classes that were 19 hours long?
Yeah, there were 19 one-hour sessions. I did that.
Did you learn a lot?
I did.
Do you utilize it?
Yeah.
Why did you do that? That's 19
Who told
hours.
you to do that? Yeah.
My parents paid me to do it. So like
They paid you?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, that's not a bad thing to like. I don't
You
know
know who Dave Ramsey is?
I don't know what any of
You've
this
never heard of
is.
Dave Ramsey?
I don't think so.
So
Financial
Ramsey,
peace.
The guy you can call and be like, why am I $6 billion in debt? And he'll yell at you.
Oh, is he a Jacksonville guy?
No.
No,
okay.
no. He's
No,
like,
but they have phones everywhere.
Okay. So you took
He's very
basically-
famous.
He's basically a guy that will be like, hey, don't go buy a Mercedes.
Okay, yeah,
right? Like,
yeah,
especially if you're
yeah.
Hamby's age or
I
whatever.
can call and be like, how do you budget?
Okay.
And he'll be like, what do you make?
So Hamby, so then you did a class just not with him one-on-one. It was more like a
No, he has a whole online course,
Okay.
and he's got a bunch of
19
books.
hours.
Wow, that's a that, I
eat
didn't-
ground beef out of a cup. Save some money. Right?
Yep.
There you
Pretty
go.
much.
Now we're talking.
So you took what you learned in that course and did this job?
Well, I mean, that is kind of separated.
So he took what he learned and then had 500 people at
No,
his
it's
wedding.
like, but now he's contributing
Which
to
I
his
paid nothing for.
401k because he took this course.
Right.
Yeah, like
So you need 19 hours for someone to tell you to contribute to your 401k?
No,
There's
I already
more
knew
to it
all
than
that.
that.
But all right.
I actually think I don't know if I don't know the Ramsey stuff as well, but I think that the education on that stuff is important. We should have it in school more.
Yeah.
Because did your parents ever talk to you about money?
Don't bring my parents into this.
All our parents. Did you ever talk about money?
Mine did a lot.
I mean, I just,
Yeah.
they didn't
Did
have
they?
to. I
Yeah.
just watched. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
like mine
they never
didn't though.
watched,
Like I
yeah.
never knew how much like my parents made or anything like that or what.
Hey, Brent, and I didn't have a credit card till I joined the show.
I know.
Remember? So
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't really talk about it a lot.
I had a credit card when I was 16.
But actually, like that's you
pretty
not having
smart.
a credit card was probably smart.
Yes.
Especially you running around the beach bars buying
Yes.
Blaine
Hey,
Gabbert $15 drinks.
It was genius. Yes. Yes.
And you had one at what age?
16.
Like you don't really need one at 16. I can tell you building up.
I barely used it, but
yeah.
it was more about
having it.
Yeah.
And learning.
But so many
get your
people
name out
get in
there.
credit card debt. And by the way, you can be 40 and get in credit card debt. But a lot of young people get in credit card debt.
But your parents, Brent, never talked to you about it? No?
Nah, very little. I mean, again, you kind of observed some things, but you don't. Not much.
Yeah. Yeah, I just watched my grandfather complain about doing taxes all the time, and I get it. Like, save your money. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was actually like the only like money lesson I think I ever got from my mom, but it was a valuable one. I remember at work for Stop and Shop, I made $5 an hour. She's like, "Hey, you're only going to make 4 out of the 5."
Bill Clinton.
And that was my
this
tax
away.
lesson from my mom.
Okay. I don't know who Bill Clinton really is, but okay, got it. Thanks. Okay.
Hey, before we get out of here, you told me I got to pay off Tyson Campbell.
Yeah,
so you brought up the 10 wide receivers.
Yep.
So they listed 10 cornerbacks. They're doing this, right?
What?
And ESPN's doing this right now. Quarterbacks, wide receivers, Tyson Campbell.
I'm just listening.
Okay.
There's a weird way to say it, right? I'm not the only one that heard that.
Pay off Tyson Campbell. Well, Brent, you made it sound like
for someone who didn't listen to the first 2 hours of the show, you paying off Tyson Campbell means something happened.
Yeah, but
okay.
Go ahead, Brent. Go ahead. I get
Easy,
what he's
Shane
saying.
Gillis.
Yes.
The 29 guys listed in this article.
Yes.
Not Tyson Campbell, one of them. And by the way, I'm not complaining about that. I'm not even saying, hey, he should be in the top 10. He should be honorable. It's a top 10 list, and then there's like the next little list they did, and then there's honorable mention list. And they name a bunch of guys.
And Tyson Campbell's
not
considered.
top 29. That's a problem, right? I mean, and I'm not sure I can fully debate it. Like, that's a problem. I like Tyson Campbell. I think he's a good player.
Sure.
But it's a huge year for Tyson Campbell is the point. Mm-hmm. To get in the top 30, he's getting paid. I think he's getting paid like a top 12 guy right now. It's not like a top 5 guy. But I think he's getting paid like a top 12, top 15. He needs to join that dance, doesn't he?
So, and I haven't seen the list or anything, so I was curious about this. Like, it's a lot of cornerbacks, I'm sure.
You want me to list it? Give it to you?
Well, I was wondering, like, okay, because the Jaguars' defense was so bad last year.
Yeah.
Right? So there wasn't a lot of shining spots. So whoever made this list just go, okay, well, the Jaguars' defense sucks. Like, yeah, they got Josh Hines out and maybe Trayvon Walker, but that's about it. So Tyson Campbell, sorry, you don't make the list.
Well,
just simply based off of what the defense was last year.
It's also a lot harder to know if a cornerback had a good year or not, just because they're a fantasy and they don't have stats.
But usually
he's been banged up, so there's no reason to be on a list.
No, I'm just saying all these other guys, like, how does he fit?
Well, but usually if you're
30.
a good cornerback, odds are you're probably on a pretty good defense. Usually.
Yeah, fair enough. And you were a part of it.
Yeah.
Surtain, Stingley, Denzel Ward, McDuffie, Gardner, Gonzalez.
Like Gardner had a terrible year, apparently.
Johnson, Quinion Mitchell jumps right in the fray. Mm-hmm. You all right over there?
Quinion Mitchell's good, yeah.
Witherspoon. Ramsey, by the way, is an honorable mention. Humphrey, Diggs, Murphy, Terrell, Snead. I mean, does he have to be in that next list? Can he get in that next list? Can he be with those guys?
I mean, listen.
Humphrey, Diggs, Murphy, Snead.
Sure, but I think the resumes, like for most of those guys, the resume is a little better. Like Diggs at one point was arguably one of the best corners in the NFL. Like, I don't think we've ever talked about Tyson Campbell in his career so far being one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL.
Are the Jags going to, at the end of the day, make a mistake by paying him?
Probably.
Yeah.
He doesn't play enough.
Yeah, I think this is I think we've done this. I think we might have done this back in June or something. The guy with the biggest chip, the most to prove this year. Now, several candidates coming off 4-13. I got to believe Tyson Campbell is really high on that list. I mean, Josh Hines Allen was mad that he wasn't put in the list, remember, of like the top 10 guys
that was
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not telling you he should be mad about being the list. He should be mad that his maybe play or he has a chip to go prove that I should be on this list if I stay healthy.
For sure. But let's be honest, man. Most of these lists, they are popularity contests as well. Right?
I get it.
And the Jaguars, like, yes, you got Travis Hunter now, so your name's getting out there a little more, but the Jaguars right now, until they start winning games, aren't winning any popularity contest.
Yeah.
And then when you couple that with the defense last year, that was rancid. That was a dumpster fire. Like, I don't want to say I'm surprised because I still think Tyson Campbell's talented when he's on the field, But also, I'm not going to like make a big, stink about it and say, "Whoa, how come he's not on this list?" Because, well, look at the criteria. Like the defense wasn't good. He didn't play. Like it's okay.
Yeah,
he's got to earn it.
Again, I'm not telling you it belongs, but we did the Brian Thomas Jr. You could make the case, right? You can start
without a doubt.
Absolutely. Even though the Jags were not popularity contests, stink, whatever.
I'm still shocked that Brian Thomas Jr. isn't a top 10 wide receiver according to ESPN.
Yeah,
I am shocked with that.
I think the biggest thing that jumped out at me is like, man, I would like to make the case for Tyson Campbell, and I really can't.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I need to by the end of the year. I think I need to be able to make that case for Tyson Campbell being a top 25 corner in the NFL.
On behalf of this defense and this team, he has to be. Yeah. They need him to be that.
All right. Wild show today.
Brent and Austen overtime, Casey's game or what?
Nope.
I thought he said he brought the Gillis.
I had a game.
He had a game. Yeah, he had a game.
Well, one thing we haven't fixed over the last couple of weeks is communication.
Yeah, people get bumped. I thought, okay, yeah. I knew it.
Hey, we got storytellers coming up with Gene Fredette right after this. ActionSportsJacks.com, Action News Jacks app as well, and maybe save your game for tomorrow. Will it work tomorrow?
Nope.
Okay. Game's dismissed. Play it on the Young and Norvell show at 4 o'clock, Casey.
Brent, I'm touring Fenway tomorrow morning.
So where do you fly today, obviously?
I'm flying in 2 hours. New Hampshire.
What do you got? You got a wedding?
Yeah.
And you're going to go get a tour of Fenway, but you're not going to see a game there.
No, they're
what
not
a waste
in
of
town.
time.
I
And it's kind of a little waste of time.
I don't get the tour without seeing a game.
It's either that or stay home at the hotel
I might consider
while Sarah goes and does bridesmaid stuff.
Don't let him bully you.
You of all people, you're like, let's go take a tour of a stadium.
Casey, you can do better things in Boston, I think.
I get it, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know when I'm going to be up there again.
Go to the
It's
Cheers
freaking
bar.
New Hampshire.
Go to the Cheers
We
bar.
did the Cheers thing. Yes, he ain't going to the Cheers bar.
I know.
Paul Revere
I went to the
Trail.
Cheers bar.
It's good stuff.
Paul Revere Trail.
Well, that's
You're
what
a
it's
moron.
called. It's not about Paul Revere.
Paul Revere Trail. I like it. You're just going to walk hey, Paul
the
Road
trail's
here.
good.
Paul Road here.
Go to Quincy Market.
Sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, sorry you're going to waste some of your morning.
I think you should do it, Hamby.
Yeah, take pictures of a wall. Cool.
So storytellers
A giant
coming up
green
next, and then we've got Fleet and Footy at 2 o'clock. Wrap up the Armada season with Stuart Weber coming up on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Have a good Thursday.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax Pal. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax Pal.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oakleaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right? That's right. So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at